Yo. Yeah, they were sitting on it. Yo, 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 yo. Let's get that pulled up there. And then there. And then multi-chat. Hey, YouTube chat popping off. All the kind YouTubers saying hello, 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 and Twitch chat doesn't say jack. Thank you guys. I really appreciate your support. Love you guys. I know who the real ones are. I know who the real ones are. Really? You need to look really quick. What's she doing? What is she doing? She's like cocooned herself. Stats time? Yeah, dude, I'm so freaking ready, man. Stats have stabilized now. Enough so to where we can start to kind of have some good old-fashioned conjecture. I'm going to insert a couple of Twitch commands. Overwatch. Hero statistics. Here, let's do this. Commands, add, statistics. And then commands. Is there a disclaimer? I don't think there is. Yeah, so we'll add disclaimer. Conjecture. Stats can be misleading even when used by a consummate is, what do you mean it's not a word? Consummate. Oh, it's two, is it? It's two M's. I didn't know that, really? How do I not know that? Oh. Professional, such handsome professional, such as myself. I mean, like the one true pillar of the Overwatch content creator. That's, of course. Oh, well, thank you, Crayon. I appreciate that. Okay. Spilo hit GM for the first time yesterday. Nice. Congrats, Jacob. Well done, my friend. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Okay, let's get our Discord ping going here, and then we'll get Rick rolling. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. No. Stop. Okay. Okay. Copy link. Do I even have any memes? Hello, Loof. Why do you think there's so many Mercy players in NA compared to Korea? Well, we could have a whole conversation. Oh, we could talk an hour probably just about that. But we will refrain. We'll do the Disco Elysium meme for the announcement of the day. TM Alcazia? Yeah. I've heard. I caught like the last 2 minutes of it. Hello, Sarah Lee. It's the best meme. Which I can't play because I'll probably get copyright struck, but yeah, you can enjoy it. Packers beat Lions tomorrow 24-21. I respect that. I respect that. How many of you guys have actually taken a look at the stats significantly? I have not. I've done like a brief skim here and there just for giggles, and I'm ready to dig in. And I have some insights here to help us break down the analysis even more so. Be a little bit more educated with it. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. So we're going to break down the statistics. Now, the big disclaimer here is that, what do they say about statistics, right? It really comes down to interpretation. We're going to be very careful with those interpretations, and please do not take this video as gospel and then use it to abuse your teammates for picking certain characters in certain situations. There's always going to be exceptions, and especially considering that's going to be a game of telephone of you're going to be interpreting what I'm saying through interpreting from statistics into your game. It's going to be impossible. Like, I can tell you one thing, for example, is that we're probably going to be looking at, for example, the Bastion pick rates and win rates and lower ranks, and probably pointing out a lot of situations where people are picking Bastion that makes no sense. And from conjecture and from life experience, we know that a lot of people in low ranks tend to pick Bastion at really bad times. That being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that the person that just picked Bastion in your games is making a mistake. So please be respectful of the way that you're using this information. Sinfron, I thank you for the 3 months. In addition to that, what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to take the statistics and give you guys some productive feedback on what I would do with this information and what you can do about this information. This isn't just going to be a critique on hero design, but I'd also like a discussion on okay, well, what do we think are we expecting in terms of balance patches? And more importantly, what would I recommend a gold, plat, silver, bronze, whatever diamond player even to do with this information? This is not going to be a tier list of these are the characters you need to be picking to climb. This will be more along the lines of why is this character overperforming or underperforming, and what can we do with that information? So we're going to really, really try to not just make this a bunch of fun information, although that's cool too, but actually do something somewhat productive with that information as well. As always as well, it's worth pointing out that there are huge differences in terms of regional performance, and also a character's win rate in low ranks or high ranks isn't necessarily a full commentary on how good that character is. Obviously, high ranks are actually playing the character properly most of the time, but high ranks compose a relatively small percentage of the player base. So sometimes we can say skill issue, but sometimes we can say that high ranks shouldn't be the only thing that we care about either. So there's a lot of variables in play here. Now, two things that are really important, and I have this confirmation from Gavin Winter, who helped me understand a couple of the stats as well. By the way, shout out to Captain Planet, the guy at Blizzard that did a lot of the stats out here, and also shout out Blizzard as a whole, who I think from Marvel Rivals doing it first. We've been asking for stats page. I know people within Blizzard have been wanting a stats page. Well, they actually devoted the resources to it, and I think that was from a kick in the pants from Rivals on this particular topic. So shout out to that. And two things to point out. All the win rates that we're going to see here are non-mirrored. In other words, what that means is that you're not going to have matches where there are one hero versus another hero playing against each other. Now, how that's going to translate is that numbers are going to be more likely to spread apart from 50%. Let me give you guys an example. Early on in Season 1 of Marvel Rivals, I think maybe Season 0, I don't remember, I think it was Mantis who had like a 58% win rate, I think, something like that. I might be a little bit wrong there. Someone could correct me. But I believe Rivals included mirrored win rates, which meant that if a Mantis played at a Mantis, it was a 50% win rate. And that would actually bring Mantis' win rate down. So Mantis was so freaking overtuned that even including the games where you had a Mantis versus a Mantis, she still had a 58% win rate, which meant that Mantis's win rate in non-mirrored could have been 65, 70%. Basically, Mantis just destroyed any other supports. And that's been the case with a couple of other characters with Rivals, to my knowledge. Overwatch does not track mirrored win rates, which means that the win rates you're going to see, let's say 55%, means that it's not as bad as it looks. It's still bad, 57, but it's not as bad as it could be because it's only factoring non-mirror matchups. Non-mirrored. So that's good to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind as well is that playtime is factored into win rate. If you go to your career profile, if you play Symmetra for 2%, like a one fight in a game, and you win that game, you're going to get a fraction of a win rate depending on how long you played Symmetra in that game. So if we look at a character and go, oh, they have a really high win rate, that's because they're just using them for this specific one team fight, or they're using Symmetra to teleport out from spawn. That is not the case. They playing a character for 10 seconds versus 100 seconds is going to affect how much win rate credit that they get for that performance. So you need, I don't know the exact mirrored stat, but yeah, they are calculating how much win rate you're getting depending on how much you're playing of the character. So for right now, there's probably some flaws with the system still. I still wish that there were ways to group the stats a little bit easier into more than one rank. I also wish that I hope that we're going to continue to have stats. Let me actually change my thing here for previous seasons so that we can kind of compare. But yeah, it's pretty good. All things considered, it's not too shabby. And yeah, this is where we're going to be going with here. Let's see. Is that going to be okay? Maybe patch react would be better. I have two different like scenes that might be better for the zoom. Let's see if it looks better with that. No. That's probably going to be better. How does that look? Yeah, weighted win rate based on playtime fraction within a match. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good read of how good something's going to be, basically. If you swap Orisa Malga at the end of a game because you're losing, it doesn't affect their win rate. It does affect their win rate, but only by the fraction of how long they were being played. And yeah, we don't know if they're going to add ban rates. I don't know. These things are going to come with time. Like, we didn't even have Wuyang at the start here. And to my knowledge, there was also a bug with GM win rates and pick rates, which is why we didn't do this right away. And it's been recently corrected, but it might not still be perfectly up to date. But a little squish, but looks all right. Yeah, might be as good as we get. Okay, so here's what we're going to be looking at with statistics. I'm going to be looking for outliers, and especially outliers that have high pick rates, because the nature of statistics means the smaller the sample size, the more likely we are to see just random luck. Just stuff's going to kick in, even at a relatively large sample size. A smaller pick rate is just going to mean that you're going to have more likely to see odd things stand out. So we're going to focus generally on outliers, especially if those outliers have relatively high pick rates, because that should be enough to stabilize it a little bit. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so we're going to focus on mouse and keyboard, not because console doesn't matter, but because console is going to be a little bit more predictable. It's the slightly less competitive format, and also with things like Zimmers, Diva, Mercy Pocket, Hitscan, stuff, console has its own problems. It's not that they doesn't matter, but from our perspective, we're not going to focus on it as much. In addition to that, I'm also going to have a fairly decent bias towards the North American and European region, just because that's where you guys are from. I don't have as many Asian viewers. And it is interesting to highlight, though, that they're going to have their own metas. Asian metas generally are more dive focused because those heroes are a lot more popular in Asia. Now, why that's the case, I think goes all the way back to early streamers. People have talked about like culture differences in America, where Americans are a lot more individualistic and so tend to pick Roadhog and Torb and just don't care. We could go all day about that, but we're not going to focus on culture differences and regional differences much. We're going to focus on the stuff that's within our region, America or Europe, and we'll go from there. So now I am open to looking out outliers. If any of you guys have already looked at the stat page and are like, yo, Spilo, you should look at Genji's win rate in Europe and silver. It's really weird. Maybe I'm not going to be able to catch. This is not going to be a broad sweeping catch-all for all the most interesting things. We're going to try to focus on the big fish and see if we can catch anything interesting. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and look here. I think what we should probably start was with global things, and then we'll go to the more granular as we go on, because I find that to be a lot more interesting. So first things first is Wuyang is overtuned, clearly overtuned. Now this is not insanely strong. Remember, this is a non-mirrored win rate only. So Wuyang versus other supports definitely has a very high win rate, but especially given his pick rate, which means that this is definitely not a weird outlier. This is probably consistently across all ranks Wuyang is overtuned. This probably means that Wuyang is going to get nerfed. We've talked a little bit about what I would suggest for Wuyang nerfs. It's usually the burst heal off of his resource plus wave and or his splash damage fall off, but we'll keep going on here. Ball is interesting. Now, the easy answer is that, Ball has a relatively low win rate, or pick rate, so it could be more of an outlier. Ball is generally played by specialists, and the thing about specialists that makes them interesting is that generally it's not just it takes specific amount of skill set to play the character, but also people generally don't know how to play versus Ball. They don't have the repetition of playing versus the character. So it is kind of a difficult challenge every time a good Wrecking Ball player shows up. So if you have the skill and time to devote to Wrecking Ball, then you might be able to just climb higher than you would with other tanks. Now, the key thing is, and this is why I don't think we should just immediately say that Wrecking Ball is broken, is we don't know how many hours it took to get to this level. In other words, if it's a specialist only role, these people might generally in previous seasons have just more hours in the game than everybody else. I would love to know how long it takes a Genji or a Wrecking Ball player to hit platinum from scratch as opposed to, a Reinhardt or a Mercy or a Mortar player. We don't really know that. So we don't really know. And it might also be that when you have a specialist character, the specialists know when not to pick the character on congested maps and so on, where you're going to be playing other characters just generally wherever. Again, we're going to focus only on this for right now, and we'll dive deeper into the individual tiers as we go on. People claim they don't know how to really play with him. Yeah, well, it's because you don't need to play with a Wrecking Ball that much. You just need to, when he's doing something, you're doing something at the same time, whether that's even just shooting the Rhine Shield. Yeah. And yeah, Ball is also quite strong. I think if we take a step outside of the macro and just look at the balance, Ball is really strong. Ball, ever since his retract, shield share, and then his perks are also some of the better in the game. He's just good. He's just really good. Yeah. So same thing goes with Genji. Genji's good. Genji's freaking good. Genji's been good since Overwatch 2. Genji has one of the most devoted fan bases in the game, which means they also have one of the most vocal fan bases in the game. But Genji's been good since literal Overwatch 2's release, with zero exceptions. Has he been optimal? Not always, no. But I would be shocked if we ever had an entire season with Genji had lower than a 49% win rate. I would be shocked. He's good. He's not always super satisfying. Sometimes there's been moments where things about him have felt bad, and we're going to talk about that with Reinhardt in a second here. But whether he feels bad or whether he is bad have definitely been different things, and Genji has always been good. Always good. Junker Queen. Specialist character. I think she's done very well with this season with the new perks. Also, some of the other Brawl things being a little bit weaker has helped as well. Kroger, thank you for the sub. And yeah, Junker Queen's minor perk is nuts. She's got one of the strongest minor perks in the game. It just transforms her ultimate into basically an I win button most of the time. And her other major perk is serviceable, whereas her other one wasn't that good. So yeah, she's okay. And she's also more of a specialist character, but yeah.
Ranked reset to consistently hold plat on Brig.
Nice.
And I climbed from bronze.
But yeah, this is not a niche hero pick rate either anymore. It used to be much lower prior to this season, so keep an eye on that one. I think Junker Queen's probably a little bit overtuned. The problem with Junker Queen is that she is still a specialist character for the most part, because even though when she's been relatively decent, she's still not picked because she's a little bit harder to play. She's in a weird spot too, where she's actually not amazing at higher ranks because higher rank players are really good at leveraging her weaknesses against her, but lower rank players aren't good enough to play her mechanically, so she's a really weird character. Reinhardt. Let's just go ahead and knock this one out really quickly here. And we're going to see this happen a few more times, potentially. It's definitely the case with Genji to a lesser extent. But Reinhardt's strong. Reinhardt has been probably the strongest tank from any rank from Platinum and below since Overwatch 2. Zero exceptions. I don't think there's been a single tank stronger at winning games than Reinhardt and Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum. Now, if you're in my chat, that might not seem like a hot take. But if you're new, if you're watching this video outside of this, then you're probably going to be like, wait, what? We've had information on Reinhardt's win rate for a long time, and he's always overperformed. Now, let me explain why it hasn't felt like that. Because the way that Reinhardt wins games has been largely due to his shield and shatter. AoE abilities, AoE ults are really strong in lower ranks because people don't take space. Being able to mitigate damage without just absorbing healer attention, the entire time is really freaking valuable. And Reinhardt's shield is the best mitigation tool just in terms of raw mitigation in the entire game. Now, The problem with Ryan is that, unlike many of the other characters, is that he's unable to mitigate and actually offensively just do anything at the same time. And so what ends up happening is a lot of times you can end up shield botting or just letting your team carry you, or at least in terms of offensive pressure, and just kind of shield bot or farm shatter, and it doesn't feel great. And it doesn't help either that Ryan literally can be the punching bag versus characters like Orisa and Ramatra, right? So you have brawl tanks that are actually weaker than Reinhardt, have been historically weaker than Reinhardt, at least at these levels, but they feel great while they're losing. Ryan is a classic example of a character that wins the game but doesn't enjoy the problem. Now, at the highest ranks, Ryan definitely falls off because people get a lot better at using the skill ceilings, the mechanical performances, and the kits of those more superior brawl tanks. And yes, unless you're a very, very good specialist, Ryan can be very challenging in Masters Plus. But in lower ranks, he's fine. He just doesn't always feel fun. He's a very popular character. He's always overperformed. The problem has always been that he's overperformed in ways that doesn't feel very engaging for the Reinhardt, and many of the brawl matchups, even if they are good for Reinhardt, don't feel good for Reinhardt, is the big thing. So this is a great example of you are wrong. Ryan is a ridiculously strong tank in most ranks. However, you're correct that he doesn't feel strong, and that should be something that developers put attention to, and not just Reinhardt's changes anytime in the future, but also the things that feel bad for Ryan. Like, I think Ryan suffers because he's one of the more honest brawl tanks, and they continue to lean into his shield more, even with a recent perk change, which I think is a mistake. And there are other characters that have a better time while they're getting their face chunked in, which to me is just, it's a bad brawl tank design. It's a bad brawl tank design. I think Orisa Ram are just bad brawl tank designs, and I think that Ryan kind of suffers for that, but I don't think that's a commentary on Ryan as much. Yeah. Okay, Lucio. This one's a really fun one. I don't think Lucio has actually had too bad of a win rate. I think he can feel bad as well, and he has a bit of a lower win rate, but having a support that can contest close range space, that can do offensive output and has speed is, even if you're not very good at knowing exactly how to use speed, can be very good. Now, Lucio has a really high skill floor, so we have a bit of a wrecking ball situation again, where if you put the time to learn Lucio, how long does it take to get good at Lucio versus Moira or Mercy? I don't know, but you're going to get rewarded for it. Lucio has a good kit. He does a lot of damage. His perks are also quite good. He's just quite challenging to play. So he's not a must pick by any means. And I was surprised even at this win right here. Again, this is non-mirrored, but still valuable if you know when to play him and when to pick him. He's more of a map situational pick. Definitely more congested maps. He's great. But yeah, it's a great example again of where like you might get punished for your mistakes with Lucio a lot more than you would with other supports, but being punished for your mistakes still means that you're actually taking some initiative and probably providing value to your team. Doomfist, Wrecking Ball example as well. Venture, we're going to kind of skim through and look for more outliers here. I think Venture is a bit overtuned right now with their perks. Doomfist, Reaper is quite good right now. Hanzo is a big one who was quite bad for a while, but received a big projectile buff as well. And so he's received some quality of life stuff with his perks as well. And then kind of going on from there. Now, we're going to look for some outliers here. So we're going to go way down here for a second. So we're going to look at the outliers. We're kind of getting close to the middle. I have fewer things to say. I guess maybe we could look at some characters that are maybe middling that maybe people think are overperforming. Like, for example, me, I'm a little surprised to see Zarya not higher, despite I think her having a really strong minor perk right now. So maybe I'm wrong with this. Maybe her minor perk isn't that busted. It just feels annoying in the right circumstances. Diva feels like she got some pretty nasty perks, but still isn't quite performing up to snuff. Cassidy is a ridiculously high. I mean, Cassidy and Ana, look at these pick rates, right? And they're actually under 50%. So very interesting to see that as well. Bastion, obviously in the lower end for win rate, not a huge surprise there. Ramatra, Block Slop got kicked in. And I think this is where we can start to kind of look a little bit more in depth at the outliers on the bottom end. Kiriko is bad. Not always. I think Kiriko as a character is still pretty good at the highest level if you know what you're doing. But, this is where we should probably delve. We'll delve a little bit more in deeply in this one in a little bit. But for right now, Kiriko is underperforming, and this has been pretty consistently the case since Season 1. Season 1, she was quite good. Since then, Season 2, Season 3, whatever, she's been pretty mediocre. pretty mediocre. Cheers, Magister. She's just not that good. Now, does that mean that she's not capable of doing good? No, I think Kiriko actually scales. I would anticipate probably scales a little bit up towards the higher end, but she's one of the most misunderstood characters in Overwatch. We'll talk more about that later. Freya, overhated, certainly in the lower mid ranks where it's really, really hard, but people don't like playing it to the bolt spam. And even though the bolt spam is a lot weaker now because the updraft perk was removed, she's pretty bad right now, like pretty darn bad. Moira, same thing. Very high pick rate, pretty bad. Again, a character that low-ranked players, mini-ranked players, mid-ranked players, even freaking middling to high-ranked players do not play this character correctly. Sojourn, 250 to 225. We talked about this, and this also applies to the Cassidy pick rates as well, or the win rate. They have said publicly that they think that the most generally the hardest nerf a character can receive is losing 25 HP. So going from 250 to 225, in the case of Cassie, going from 275 to 250 is a big problem. Big problem. I think that they've really struggled to know what to do with Sojourn and Cassidy. They don't know whether Cassidy is like the mid-range DPS, the long-range, the short-range brawl. Like they don't know where he's placed, and they've bounced back and forth. It felt like the last year they've kind of settled in the 275 HP. A little bit can get his hands dirty, but then they buffed his his fall off range, and now he's 250 again. So I don't know. They don't know where to put Cassidy, and I think that's probably the mistake. I think Cassidy's probably should lean more into the mid range, short range. I think 275 HP with a lower fall off made more sense. Because I think if you start to increase his range, he starts to compete with other hit scans like Sojourn, Ashe, Hanzo. Who else am I thinking of? Even like Freya. It just doesn't really make sense for me. So now that he has Silver Bullet and his fall off is what it is, they don't know what to do with him. They don't know what to do with him. And I think the same thing goes with Sojourn. I've looked at Sojourn as the character that deserves 250 HP because she should be positioning much more aggressively. The problem is they still have not figured out what to do with Railgun because she's just unbelievably inconsistent in low mid ranks and unbelievably good in the highest ranks when she's played well. I've already given my thoughts on what they should do with that, and the perk fixes idea, basically the TLDR, is that they need to change the delay between rail and primary fire scaled based off of your rail charge. And what that means is that you can actually weave in lower charge rails for higher DPS, but you lose your burst potential while still maintaining the hero fantasy of the character. But she's just a ridiculously difficult character. And then Lifeweaver, they went the wrong way with this character too. So they made him less tanky and more heal body with his recent pedal changes. And so now it was a net nerf, and it was also a net, in my opinion, hero designed nerf as well. I think it's actually worse in terms of that. So I really don't like what they did with Weaver, and I don't love what they're doing with Sojourn either. So we now have an even squishier sniper character who's going to still have that one-shot potential with that ult perk, and then Weaver's just going to heal bot. So yeah, not a big fan of some of these perk changes, and you can see, or how balance changes, and you can see it reflected in their pick rates and win rates, because they both actually have pretty decent pick rates, and they're struggling. Orisa, overhated. From a performance standing, not overhated from a hell standing, an unblockable pillar of granite. She sucks. Roadhog's even worse. Now, I don't think this counts for Roadhog's recent balance patch to an extent, because I believe this is still pulling numbers from before he got hotfixed. So this is probably a little higher than 41%. But yeah, Roadhog feels great. He's fun because it's just you're self-sufficient, but he's not going to win the games. He's not going to win the games. So even post buff, he's still probably the worst character in the game. I would be surprised if this is like a 48% win rate if we just give it. I doubt it. And now keep in mind, it will take people some time to adjust to alt fire because that is a very important part of his value output right now. And yes, they are often plagued too as solution characters. So yeah, I guess, okay, so let's take a quick look at that. Let's go ahead and jump into the lower ranks, and then we'll talk a little bit about solution characters. So solution characters, this is going to be our first talking point here, okay? Main educational talking point. Solution characters are characters that people swap to because the situation demands it and that it will deal with the difficult problem on their screen. Not enough damage, not enough healing, my backline is dying, I need to counter swap the enemy tank, and so on. And there are a couple characters that are really popular for solution swaps. Usually one of those characters that we see a lot sometimes can be Reaper. Sometimes it can be Symmetra, right? But more often than not, if you haven't noticed, the solution characters, in terms of we need a character to deal with XXX, right, is actually near the bottom. These are characters like Cass to an extent, but more often than not, Bastion, Ramatra, Kiriko, Moira, Orisa, Roadhog. DPSs with a lot of damage, anti-dive, supports with more survivability, more healing, more brawl tank potential. Yeah, even Sombra to an extent, I guess, although Sombra's banned a lot. And what this shows is that either one, these characters are not as free value as you might think. Two, surviving doesn't mean winning. And three, people don't actually recognize what the real problem is most of the time. And so if you're getting run over by a dive comp, surviving might not be better. A common example I see all the time is people counter swapping Doomfist or Wrecking Ball, but going characters like Moira, right? Where, yeah, you might survive, but you actually have zero potential of punishing the person who's diving you. The way to punish Doomfist is to take angles and prevent him from staging by shooting him a lot. He's pretty fragile if you do that. And then CC, whatever, fill in the blank, right? But if you don't do that and you just survive, then playing Doomfist into Moira is like getting slapped with a wet paper towel every time you make a mistake. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do anything. And in fact, she's still 225 HP, so you can still kill her anyway. And the same thing goes with like, oh, they're on Ryan, I'm going to go Orisa. Well, Ryan's just going to shield bot, and you're going to lose a frontline trade anyway, right? Even if it feels good for you, it's not going to feel that good. Bastion, right? You know, more damage, right? But what does more damage actually mean? More pressure, more off-angle control, more, do we need more? It's just the easiest solution. And so what you'll actually see, even in bronze, I think you'll be surprised.
A specialist at minus.
Yeah, we'll talk about Brig in a second.
Across all ranks, falling off hard in high ranks except Asia.
So I'm a very big proponent of noob stomper characters being toxic for the game. 100%. Noob stomper characters discourage people from playing what they actually want to play. But the irony is that noob stomper characters are often, again, one of those solution characters with that people don't really know how to play or play them just to live. And our noob stomper characters and bronze, Now, Moira's way overperforming, right, compared to her average. She's a 32% win rate. Chat, how many of these bronze players pick Moira because they think they need to or because they think that they don't have another choice? Has a 50% win rate. The noob stomper Moira has a 50% win rate. Now, that's pretty good for bronze, but it's 50%. So for context here, if we look at the support here, she's not even in the top 5 performing supports in bronze. And I don't think Moira is, I mean, she's not strong right now, but she's not trash. Like her perks are pretty good. Interesting. Mercy, negative 50, below 50% win rate. Bastion, noob stomper character, below a 49% win rate. And if you go all the way to the bottom, it's actually populated by a handful of those noob stomper characters. Weaver, easy character, right? Nope. Roadhog, easy character, right? Well, clearly not. Orisa, noob stomper. Even Junkrat, right? One of the worst characters down there. And Kiriko is in the bottom 2. Now, many of you guys may go, well, Kiriko and bronze, probably not that good. I'd agree with you. But the point being here is the noob stomper characters, people, it's a game understanding thing, but it's also the way the game communicates to you. You know, survival isn't valued all that much. And so just playing a character because it feels better doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually winning the fight. Funny. Now, bronze is a relatively small sample size. From our rank discrepancy, we've seen that bronze is pretty small. So we won't go crazy with this, but silver starts to where we get a higher sample size. So let's look at some silver outliers here. Again, Wuyang, Ryan, Genji, Wrecking Ball in silver. How many times have you guys seen somebody, you shouldn't be picking this character in X rank? How many times have you guys seen that? I mean, are there any silver players in chat? Gold players, bronze players, heck, even plat players? And if you look at, I mean, if you just closed your eyes and looked at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, only one of these characters is generally considered a noob stomper character. Only one. Ryan, Lucio, Hanzo, occasionally borderline, right? And yet these are the best performing characters. Ball's great. It's really good. The funny thing about this is, if you've ever, how many coaches do we have in chat? How many coaches or people that have reviewed, done VODs of other players? If you've ever coached a silver or gold player, right? How many gold wrecking balls have you reviewed, or silver wrecking balls have you reviewed, or doomfists, or even reapers? The difference is that, and I have, obviously that's my job, right? Most people in this rank have at least an inkling of what they ought to have done. Right? There's a general understanding of a Doomfist player that you need to go kill something, you know? Wrecking Ball, you need to go kill something. Genji, you gotta dive in there like Necros, you know what I'm saying? Even Rhine players, right? There's what you're noticing is there's a general Reaper. I see Reapers, even in low ranks, generally trying to be sneaky. Yeah, they shoot the tank probably too much, but they're trying to be sneaky-ish. So what actually is interesting is that the difference is that even in low ranks, the hero fantasy kind of leads people to do things that they ought to do. No, this is not a bad thing. This is just an interesting thing. And so let's go down. Solution characters, solution characters, solution characters. Characters like Tracer, definitely not super strong. There's your high skill ceiling. Certainly Sombra as well. I mean, not 50.5 is not bad, but with how much you hear people crying about Tracer. Winston, a little bit underperforming. Echo, a little underperforming. Brigitte, and so on. But again, we go to the bottom, and again, you're going to see some familiar faces here. Moira, 47.4. Kiriko, 47.4. Junkrat, Bastion, Lifeweaver near the bottom. Orisa, 44.7%. And it's, the gap comes when, if you've ever coached an Orisa player, which I have, or a Weaver player, or a Malga player, or a Bastion player. I mean, you guys remember when you guys watched me play Bastion? I played Bastion very briefly. Do you remember how hard it was to quickly figure out what I needed to be doing? Now, I figured it out, and I almost climbed the Masters in like 2 or 3 hours because I'm just a wizard. It's a joke. But it was very unintuitive. Yeah, that clip. You remember the clip, right? I was like, okay, I actually have to kind of maintain my range a little bit. And if there's not a tank to abuse, I have to really respect the DPS and try to use my lack of head hitbox. Like, it was really tough. And it wasn't like, there were certain things that I could do that were really easy, but I actually had to think really hard about how to position and then do it. Now, the ceiling of the character just ain't that high, guys. It just ain't that high. But it wasn't, if I had done what the average like silver gold player probably does, I probably would. I mean, I suffered badly. You know? Yeah, the same thing with Junkrat. You're just standing AFK in main, it just doesn't work anymore very much. So we'll keep going. Now we're going to talk a little bit more in depth on the next ranks, because this is where we get to the mother load. Because gold is where, you know, we start to get to players that are like average at the game, you know? Okay at the game, and yet still probably have a large gap between them and like, let's say, a high level performance. Okay, so gold players. Again, Wuyang, Wrecking Ball, Reinhardt. And I want to highlight Reinhardt again because we can always say perks. Genji, yeah, Wrecking Ball, Wuyang, these guys are good with perks, Doomfist perks, Jungle Queen perks. Reinhardt perks are not great. They're okay, but they're not great. So I don't think we can blame all of this on perks. And I think the same thing goes with stuff like Hanzo and so on. So again, this is gold. Big shocker here. Now Mercy does better. Now this is interesting. Mercy actually does fairly decent here. Her perks have gotten a little bit better. If you actually look at the support here, she's in the top 4, which is not too shabby. But I think if you were going this from an outside perspective, you'd say that Mercy probably does better than Zen or Lucio. That's not the case. But Mercy does a little bit better. Maybe Mercy players play a little bit more proactively in this rank. I'm honestly not too sure. It's hard to know. But let's go scroll down again. And then let's have a conversation about Noob Stompers. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, big status. We've already talked about the unintuitiveness, how difficult it is. Let's talk about Kiriko Moira. Why do supports pick Kiriko, and especially Moira and bronze, silver, gold, plat, even diamond? Why do they pick the characters? Somebody tell me. Same reason why they pick Orisa Roadhog, right? At least very similar. Right. Stop dying. Survive. Heal more. Correct. Why does that not work? What is Kiriko Moira's strength? So why do people think that they survive really easily? Because they do. Suzu, teleport, fade, healer. It's get out of jail, right? It's the ability to survive. Now, hang on a second. So what is the most consistent way? I mean, you guys know this, but we're to leverage your survivability, to force the value of your survivability, is to take space. It's to take off angles. It's to do offensive pressure. It's to walk with your DPS. And then you can use that get out of jail free card for that value. Whereas if you look at some of the higher support, like something like a Zenyatta, Hanzo, and so on, you don't have to take quite as much space necessarily. I mean, you do, but you have much longer range, much better utility immediately available that allows you to just kind of main bot more often than not and get maybe a little bit more value. But if you've ever seen lower ranked support play in the same vein of we're talking about tank players with Orisa Roadhog, or even Bastion players on DPS. This isn't just a support player thing. This is also just tanks on these characters, DPS on these characters as well, right? They don't take space. They don't take angles. They don't use their survivability. They don't use their kits. And so they struggle on these characters because it's not intuitive. Heck, even Mercy players take space because if a Mercy player in gold understands that, I should probably pocket my DPS if I can, that's taking space through proxy. And so if you're playing Kiriko and Moira, these are some of the most misunderstood characters in Overwatch. You can even stat farm eliminations on Moira by damage orbing down main, but you're not actually creating space. You're not forcing your mobility, and dying less and doing more healing is not winning the game. And you can't be frontlining either, right? Correct. It's like you have to find an angle. Like you're too fragile to frontline. You need to be off to the side a little bit. So I can already hear it. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Where people are like, but if I leave and I angle, my tank immediately dies. You will continue to be gold with that mindset. Because you're assuming that it is your primary responsibility to heal and only to heal. Whereas healing is just a responsibility. An important one, but only a responsibility. And when you break out of that mindset and start thinking more about actually providing pressure and controlling and contributing space, same thing with Bastion. When you start to break out of the responsibility that it's only my job to shoot tank, or Orisa, it's only my job to shoot tank or bully their frontline, when you start to be like, I can have other options too. Maybe if I see a Javelin on backline, or I see a Nader on backline, or maybe if I see a sideline where I can sneak up on their backline or on the Genji, right? Then you will start to win games more. And the other thing as well is I've reviewed a lot of gold Kiriko Moira, and the conjecture, the examples of this game. I've reviewed games where I was like, I want you to send me the game where you couldn't leave your tank for 2 seconds because they would have died. And shockingly, it was not true. It was really high value reviews because they could see it. They felt like that game, but there were multiple moments where tank's full HP and they're still healing tank. Tank's full HP, they're not taking space. Tank's half HP, they heal the tank to full, and then they don't move. So their impression is just there's an excuse that they can always fall back on, and that prevents them from taking accountability. And the same thing goes with all these other players as well. So, yeah, people are afraid of getting flamed. But the reality is if you've ever played in bronze, silver, or gold, it literally doesn't matter what you do, you're going to get flamed. Like, there's literally no avoiding it. The reason that people fall back on at least I can't get flame for not healing. It's just a security blanket. So yeah, I've been in bronze. I literally started Overwatch in bronze, so I know what it's like. I've been there. I've been in silver and gold. I never played a first-person shooter before. I played support. I actually played Mercy. I played Ryan. I played Ana and Zen. I know what it's like. Either you take responsibility for yourself and for your own value, or you stay in that rank. So, yeah. Use people seen doing unranked GMs, which I don't condone, and they're literally getting flamed for not healing while they're winning the game. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't heal. You should heal, but you should heal on an angle, or not prioritize healing over literally everything else at all times. All right, we'll keep going here. Again, I'm not saying that these top win rate characters aren't certainly a little bit overtuned. Potentially, yes. But my point being is that this definitely, look at Moira, dude, 44.6% win rate. That's insane. It's just trash. And we'll keep going here. We'll skim a little bit more until we get towards the end, because when we get to the higher ranks, that's when the outliers start to become a little bit more interesting. Masters starts to uptake a little bit. You'll see win rates generally uptick a little bit, I believe, at higher ranks, because you have to maintain more of a positive win rate to win higher ranks. That's just the way the thing is. Ramatra's down in the toilet. Brig is actually really struggling right now, which is pretty interesting to me. And then I'm going to hesitantly look at Grandmaster Champion, because I believe there was a bug here. So I won't read too much into it necessarily, but I am curious. Zarya is doing very well. Maybe I feel justified now thinking that minor perk was really strong. Wrecking Ball's better. Sigma's quite good. I think in general, Sigma Reaper, Tracer Ashe, Idiare, Symmetra, Hanzo. Let's look at the pick rates here. Let's look at the really high pick rates here. Hey, look, Kiriko's win rate actually goes up by a lot more. She's no longer in the dumpster. She's not good, but again, look at where Kiriko is. Look at how high she is. Why is Kiriko this high? Any guessers? And she's got a crazy high pick rate too. Well, because people know how to play Kiriko at high ranks. It's really weird. There's actually gets to a point where you can literally look at the difference between a diamond and a grandmaster Kiriko and a bronze and a gold Kiriko. And even though on the bell curve they're statistically the same, the gap in positional knowledge is literally almost night and day. Literally almost night and day, because you have it's just incredible how much better it is. May's not doing very well right now. So May's problem is May was basically carried by a really toxic minor perk, and also May's even at higher ranks I think a little bit misunderstood with how she's played. But yeah, Ram, Malga, Roadhog, all the survival tanks near the bottom. Cass, very high. Cass and Ana, people love playing Cass and Ana high ranks. Not great. Dude, freaking Moira's better than Ana and Grandmaster. Can you guess how Moira players and high elo play? Not like your gold Moiras. Not like your... What's wrong with Cass? He lost 25 HP. He lost 25 HP. Zen tanks a lot because other supports are just better. The other thing with Zenyatta as well is that there's a lot more rotations, flanks, and angles, and Zen's not great at those. So he tends to drop off in higher ranks where mobility becomes a little bit more important. Doomfist shockingly falls off. Now that is interesting because that doesn't fall in line with our understanding of Doomfist. High skill ceiling character, you can get a lot out of him. Well, the problem is that if you just take space and shoot Doomfist, he dies. As opposed to the Wrecking Ball, who has more tools to mitigate with that. Doomfist just doesn't have tools to deal with that. People just kill Doomfist. And they also don't always chronically feed Punch. So Doomfist actually falls off quite hard in Grandmaster, which is why people like Zebra are crazy, because he's really freaking hard to play in Grandmaster. They will ruin you. Freaking Freya, the elite OP sniper that everybody hates. 47% win rate. Terrible. Weaver, up a little bit. Not great. Ryan, not great. Bastion, also uptick with win rate. Now, why is a noob stomper character almost middling? Well, because when Herlof plays Bastion, he plays Bastion correctly. He doesn't just AFK shoot tank all the time. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's leveraging that nade refresh perk, right? So there's all sorts of weird outliers here. Sojourn underperforming a little bit, not a big surprise. Bap, Kiriko, Winston, Genji. Genji falls off a little bit because he gets out-contested by characters that are a little bit better, that have higher value ceilings at the same. Diva, people are leveraging a little bit. Venture. Soldier is an interesting one. So I think Soldier is going to be more of the perks being better for him. Hanzo is nutso because, Hanzo is just ridiculous. Echo is also doing much better since of some of her buffs as well. This is kind of, you get what you get here. Would have thought Venture would have higher pick rate recently. Venture's just not a very popular character. Venture has a little bit of that Junker Queen disease, where people just don't like playing Venture that much, so people don't play Venture. I don't think Venture's ever really had a high pick rate. I would love to know the pick rate numbers of Venture on their first season compared to every other character. I think Venture probably had the lowest pick rate of any character in Overwatch 2's release. Maybe Ram was lower, but I'm not even sure. Venture's banned a decent amount. Yeah, we don't have ban stats, sadly. Jungle is just hard to play. So. Haz was lower. You think so? Thought Hazard was. Maybe you're probably right, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Sigma's a cool outlier. This is probably due if we look at, again, we always have to look at like things within context. So if you look at, Tracer's probably the highest profile dive character along with Wrecking Ball in this thing here. There's not a lot of Sombra, not a lot of Winston, not a lot of Rush comps. So Sigma also is held back a lot by characters like Ramatra, who is really good versus Sigma. And so with Ramatra's fall off, a little bit less some of the divier stuff, Sigma's just gotten his time to shine. Sigma has a good perk set. He just wasn't very healthy in the meta. Sigma's pretty good versus Junk Queen. Sigma's pretty good versus Ashe and EDRA and Hanzo. So yeah. EDRA is a big surprise for me. She's definitely a meta enjoyer. She's also a character that is horrific versus the more speed boosted focused, Hazard running you down, Ramatra running you down, Orisa running you down, characters that could just shrug off her damage. EDRA is really bad versus tanks and any something that can close the distance. And so as the meta has slowed down, characters like EDRA and Sigma have benefited a great deal. Yeah. So yeah, I guess a couple of takeaways here is that a lot of low-ranked players do not know how to leverage even easy. There's a ironic twist in that low-ranked players don't know how to play easy characters. Because the hero fantasy of what that character provides is more about dopamine pursuit and survival and less about value. And that is not just a support problem that applies to tanks and DPS. And dopamine pursuit and survival does not make you a successful player of Overwatch, even in bronze. How many guys have you heard the feedback? If you just live, that's good enough. No, terrible feedback. Hyperfix bait and scoreboard size, exactly. Other couple takeaways as well. Characters, low rank support players don't know how to use mobility at all. Survival doesn't win you games, as we've already kind of talked about. And there are certain characters that are chronically feel bad to play, but are actually really good. And so sometimes when we're talking about balance, we actually have to be very careful because the difference between balance and design or balance and enjoyment are different things. Ryan's really good objectively right now. So is Genji. So is Wrecking Ball. But that doesn't mean that any complaints about playing those characters are moot. It just means that we have to kind of add context and think about what needs to change. You don't go, we need to buff Genji's damage to make him feel better. No. We don't need to buff Ryan Shield to make him feel better. No. Absolutely not. Nerf Genji? Yeah. I wonder if there's a big difference here between this and Europe. Almost not at all. That is crazy. Look at how small of an adjustment that is. Ryan jumps up a little bit. That's insane. I wonder if it's at the bottom. Is it any different? It's going to be hard to kind of toggle back and forth. Nope. Still looks about the same. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we can look at Asia briefly. I said we wouldn't look as much at Asia, but if it's going to be, it will be interesting to see. Wait, Symmetra just comes skyrocketing out of nowhere. Well, maybe. I feel like Symmetra's just off screen here. Yeah, it's definitely better. Interesting. Hazard's much higher pick rate. Wrecking Ball's much lower. Sigma starts to sneak in there. Let's look at Grandmaster on Asia. That one will be interesting. We'll probably look at Grandmaster in Europe as well. Wow, Freya still doing well. Definitely a regional thing. If you guys watched a lot of the Asian Freyas in Pro Play, they were still finding ways to get value. Who's at the bottom? Yeah, this is the NA. I mean, look at that. This is the NA hive mind here. NA hive mind, European hive mind will find a way to win games with these weird characters. Look at that. 30%. 30%. They'll find a way. Even Moira in the gutter, right? Like a full, like what, 2% lower than in America? Yeah. And Winston, a couple of percentage points up. Europe, freaking Symmetra. Sim is another really interesting one of definitely low rank players do not understand how to use her teleport at all. I mean, you guys heard me talking about it with Custa last week. They do not know how to use teleport at all. It's like they think of it as a team-based utility and not an individual utility. And so, yeah. Sem, Sig, Wuyang, Wrecking Ball. Again, no huge surprises here. Soldier's still doing quite well. And then the bottom tier is, again, full of not surprises. Freaking Herloaf basically carrying Bastion to 50% win rate. That's crazy. Okay, any questions, guys? Anything that you guys want to look at more in detail here? Should I dive in? Where should I dive in here? Let's just quickly look at controller win rate in America. I'm just curious. Just all. Wuyang, Wrecking Ball, Ryan, Reaper, Doomfist. It's actually kind of surprisingly similar. Interesting. Sim's a little bit higher. Mercy seems like she's a little higher, I think. But actually not a huge difference. Not as much as I would think. Now, I think if we go to the higher ranks, we'll see that. Yeah, you can look by map. True. Maybe we'll look at some of the maps. Let's actually look at... oh, gosh. I don't even want to look at bronze pick rates. Oh, Mercy, Moira, Bastion, Diva. Oh. It's almost the same in PC, to be fair, but... Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. Hey, the console players are winning with them, though. Yeah, this is the cheaters right here. Bat, Soldier. 64% win rate with Tracer. Ashe, Diva. Freaking Malga. Zimming on Malga is so freaking weird. That is just insane. And nobody plays Moira because you're just going to lose to Zimmers because you can't strafe as easily because of aim assist. That's insane. It's not Zimming. This is controller players. Maybe we could look at some map outliers. What are some weird maps to look at? What are some weird outliers on maps? Do you guys have any... Circuit Royale? Yeah, let's do Circuit Royale. Let's start with Circuit Royale. Win rates here. Ball, Sigma, Doom, no surprises. Genji, Zen, no surprises. Hanzo, Ryan, no surprises. Junker Queen's a little bit of surprise, but she's also doing quite well. Widow, no surprise. Ashe Mercy, no surprise. Venture, no surprise. Yeah, not a lot of surprises here. Yeah, I love when people ban Arissa in second rail. She's not good. Brig, Moira, D. Yeah, there's no surprises here. Yeah, no surprises. Havana? Sure. You know what might be interesting? Let's go back to circuit. Let's look at the biggest discrepancy in pick rate versus win rate. Maybe for that, maybe we can see something. Like I think Arissa's pick rate's a little higher in that map, but maybe it's just me. Like Sojourn, for example. I don't know. Okay, let's look at Havana again.
Why don't we look at something like
what we will, Brax?
A dive map.
You know, Havana definitely more Hanzo. More Widow. Yeah, I mean, no surprises here again. Junkrat. Poor Junkrat, dude. Junkrat freaking sucks in that map. Watchpoint. Gibraltar. Winston! Winston's here. Hazard. Arissa. Roadhog. Again, Sojourn. No surprises. You guys can't see. Whoops. Ram. Yeah. I'm always shocked at how good Venture is on that map. I think it's just the drill dash verticality, you know? Flashpoint. Let's do one that people don't like. People don't like New Junk City. Lucio. I mean, okay, you know, this is less bad than I thought it would be. Widow is, nobody picks Widow, so who cares? But this is a lot less bad than I thought it would be. This is a lot more even than I think people anticipate because of the recent Flashpoint changes. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually less bad than Escort in some ways, but it depends on the character. Yeah. I mean, Zen has a positive win rate on a Flashpoint map. You know? So that's pretty good. That's cool. Zen's pretty good right now. Brig's just power crept. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Brig is not a good with the meta right now. Let's put it that way. Is Masters the new diamond this season? No, I don't think so. No, I would be shocked if the ranks have inflated that much. I've yet to see any of that. Yeah. Let's keep going here. Look at a few more. King's Row. Well, again, shocker. People like King's Row. Widow is freaking amazing in King's Row. Wow, 52.5. That's really good. Diva's surprisingly low. I think people just don't take high ground maybe on King's Row. Lijiang Tower. Yeah, we can look at Lijiang. Sam is nuts. Sam, Lucio, Farah, no surprise. Ryan, yeah, this is... Wow, Wuyang just gets dethroned hard by the other characters. Widow, 40% win rate, yeah. You know what kills me about some of the complaints about King of the Hill, or Flashpoint? They actually apply way more to King. The only one that's unique to Flashpoint is how it can be confusing, a little bit rotating, which I think has gotten a little bit better. But King of the Hill is way more snowbally, way more fast tempo, and way more volatile than Flashpoint. Just objectively. But it's been around longer, so people are more familiar and okay with it. How good is Sigma on Circuit? Quite good. If we look at all maps and then look at tank, Sigma is top, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. And then you look at Circuit, I'd say probably top 3. Yeah, top 2. So yeah, no surprises there. Parauso. Ryan suffers. Ryan goes from being a... Well, I didn't mean to do that. Ryan goes from being... what are we doing here? 54.5. Slap him on Parauso and he's just weeping. I hate powder ISO so much, man. Where's hybrid? Why am I blind? Okay, there you go. Doom's good. Makes sense. Got that verticality, but it's not like wide open verticality. Winston does a little bit better. They don't have stats for 66 open queue. Probably just sample size, like how the player base of 66 open queue is a lot smaller. Holy crap. Small sample size, but 91% win rate on Powder ISO is nuts. 60% with Sigma. You're just going to see sharper. I mean, freaking Ryan is dominant and Powder and freaking Circuit Royale, you know? Very small sample size, though. Maybe we should step down to Masters, where it's a little bit more stable. And then look. But yeah, still similar stuff. I don't know. This sample size gets a little bit absurd, because also in higher ranks, nobody's going to be picking Circuit Royale. You'd want to have more commonly picked maps, like New Junk City or something. It's just, like when it's small enough as it is, but then you sort it by map, and then sort it by a map that nobody votes for in high ranks. Then you're gonna have a hard time. Hog? Well, let's look. Let's look. Maybe we could find what would Ilios be pretty good for Hog? 40.6 on New Junk. Let's go all. I think it's so 41%. Probably what would be the better Hog maps? Probably Ilios. Yeah, 46.6. That's a huge jump. Lijiang, maybe? Not within recent rework, no. Gosh, I don't know. It's tough. Maybe Nepal? No way, right? No. Too brawly, too easy to get in his face. Overrating how much people hate Circuit? I mean, probably, yeah. I mean, but people aren't going to pick it, so that's all you really need to know. No, Atlas is terrible. Probably Flashpoint as a whole is terrible. I don't think Hog's that good on Sanctum. It's better since the rework, maybe. But I think he just takes a lot of damage, man. Esperanza? Maybe. No. Yeah, it's not good. I freaking hate Shambali. Holy crap. Easily the most underhated map in the game, I think. By underhated, by people vote for it. It is one of the worst maps in the game. I put it in the bottom 5 map in the game. Just a disaster class of a map. Just a terrible. First point's terrible, second point's terrible, third point's terrible. There's nothing redeemable about Shambali Monastery. It's really hard to contest high ground, very linear, very hard to take space, very awkward to defend at points at times. Second point retakes are miserable, take forever. Third point is wide open. If you like Shambali, just go ahead and say that you play Sigma Widowmaker. Just go ahead and say it. You still think Circuit is worse? Man, I don't know anymore, man. I actually don't know anymore. I actually don't even know anymore. EDRA, it makes sense. It's a good EDRA map for sure. Let's actually check that out. So support on, I would say EDRA probably is at least a couple of percentage points higher. 50.4. Is she better in Shambali? Only a little bit. Okay, well, that's strange, but hey, 0.1%. I mean, hey, there you go. Maybe it's just because the other supports do that much better. I don't know. I think Circuit nullifies more characters than Shambali. That's true. That's fair. It's funny how much like the perception of escort and hybrid, a lot of the thing that is we talk about like momentum, right? And like how snowbally things are. Dude, Escort and Hybrid, I think are like really snowbally. Like really, because what happens is like Shambali, if you can snowball on second, you can cap really easily, right? But if you get stuck on second, if you lose one fight, you're screwed. It happens on King's Row at points and times on third point. It can happen in Havana, happens in Dorado. Because the defender's map control can be so oppressive, it's like really dangerous to lose your momentum. And then you can literally have 5-minute holds. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Very 2CP-esque. All right, Kitten, I got to get you down in just a second. Circuit, yeah. I mean, the last several times I've played in Shambali and Circuit have all had very snowbally moments where we missed one crucial fight and then we're stuck in a bad map control situation and then we're screwed. Eichenwald, yep. Eichenwald happens all the time. I mean, literally, you can say that about literally every single Escort and Hybrid map. Numbani, Paraíso, Midtown, yeah. Hollywood, Blizzard World even. Take advantage of attacker's advantage. Yeah.
I'm still curious about Brig's overall win rate in your opinion. It really
I just think she's a meta. She's not very good in the meta right now.
Her feels, at least for me. And her new perk set definitely feels like a nerf.
I think her new perk sets are definitely a small nerf overall because you can't choose the movement speed one 100% of the time. You have to make a choice, which is definitely a nerf, right? But if you look at the high pick rate characters, right? Wrecking Ball, she's okay versus, but he does not pick very often. She's okay versus Genji. She's not great versus Queen. She's not great versus Rhine. She's okay versus Doomfist. She's okay versus Venture. She's okay versus Reaper. But you can see the meta seems to have shifted conjecturally to like, there's more Hanzo, there's more Zen, there's more EDRA, there's more Pharah, there's more, I mean, if we look at just pick rates here, right? Wuyang is really strong. Like any competition within the support sphere is automatically an attack against Brig because Brig should be one of those supports. You know, Wuyang is really strong. Would Brig do better if Wuyang was nerfed? Maybe, you know? So you're just having, I mean, you're not seeing as many Winstons, you're not seeing as many Divas, and then more importantly, there just is a better support to pick. I mean, Wuyang's pick rate, if you look at the support pick rate here, or win rate, Wuyang is directly subtracting win rate from every other support, with the way the win rates work. So if you nerfed Wuyang down to like 53, 52% win rate, Brig would shoot up to like 48, 49, or something along those lines, just off of conjecture. He's directly stealing. You can't have every support have a high win rate. It's not possible. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, I mean, even his matchup versus Brig is okay. Like, it's really hard to die to a Brig as Wuyang. You can just main into your space really easily. She can't gap close on you. You can break her shield pretty quickly. You just wave her away. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Do you just like Overwatch 2 maps more than one? I think Overwatch 2 maps have been really bad on the Escort and Hybrid modes. And I honestly don't even like the control. I think Samoa is probably the best. I think Samoa might be, in my opinion, the only solid new Overwatch 2 map from an old game mode. That might be a spicy take. I think Shambali sucks. I think Antarctic Peninsula is pretty not great. One of the weaker control point maps. Yeah, I agree, Brax. I think Midtown is mid. I don't think Midtown's bad. I know there's definitely some aspects about it I don't like. I think Paraíso sucks. I think Circuit Royale sucks. So you've got Antarctic, no. Circuit, terrible. Midtown, mid. Paraíso, terrible. Shambali, terrible. It's just Samoa. So if you don't like, for whatever reason, Push or Flashpoint, then yeah, you're not going to like Overwatch 2 maps. Yeah, the high point of maps for Overwatch 2 have been the reworks. They've done a good job with all the reworks. They've not always been like perfect. Like Circuit always felt like really underwhelming to me. Like they barely tweaked it at all. But they've all been positive. Like all of them have been positive, and some of them have been really quite good. So it's weird. But to be fair, a lot of the new maps are quite old. Like Samoa, is Samoa the newest map that's in an old game mode? And that's what, 2 years old or a year and a half old? Like Samoa's pretty old. So I wonder if like the new team or the current map team even had anything to do with the old modes. Like a lot of like Antarctic Peninsula and Circuit Royale, these are like 3 years old or even older in terms of like, I'm sure when they were designed. Yeah, Havana was basically nothing. So it's hard to say because we haven't really had any new, because we've had new stadium maps, we've had new Flashpoint maps, new push maps, and I think those have been okay, especially since they've been tweaked, and obviously the reworks to some of the older maps have been quite good. So yeah, almost 2 years ago, right? So it's like, it's really hard to say whether Overwatch 2 maps are bad or not in the old modes because it feels like they all kind of came out clumped up earlier in Overwatch 2, and we haven't really had a whole lot since then. I think Atlas is fine. I mean, I don't have a real, it's a little bit congested, polluted on a couple of points. Like I think there's too much crap in an area. Like I'm looking at that one point, not towards coast side, where there's just like a trillion little small buildings that are kind of useless. I think it's just too, they need to remove a couple of those boxes and crap just to, but beyond that, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. So Atlas is just unfamiliar. I think people are fine with it. I think people will settle down and not really care about it. It's just on the Overwatch website, and then you go to community, I think, and then there's a hero stats page. That's it. People will get used to it. People like King's Row, even though it has a lot of really bad stuff about it, you know. I think aesthetically King's Row is pretty cool, though. So, do you think the Flashpoint hate is justified? I talked about it a while ago. I think the Flashpoint hate is historically justified. Yes, absolutely. But I think it's less of a concern right now. I think Colosseo is pretty good, too. There's a couple of things that are a little awkward with Colosseo, but the freaking glow up from Colosseo is insane. Removing the glass was insane. The little rework from the spawn points was insane. The general push stuff is, yeah, it's good. So, yeah, I prefer it over Esperanza. But I don't know. I don't really have a big problem with any of the push maps, to be honest. I don't like. My hot take is I don't enjoy Runasapi. I find Runasapi really boring and linear to play. I find a lot of wasted flank space on Runasapi, and feels way too limiting on certain characters. But I know that's a hot take. I know people like Runasapi. I've never liked Runasapi. I think Runasapi is the weakest. All the push maps have Defender's Advantage that starts to tighten up, and so there's aspects in New Queen Street that definitely feel worse, but most of the neutral fights in New Queen Street feel okay for me. Push is just a flawed game mode. I disagree. I think push is fine. I think most people that complain about push just don't think about it critically. They just look at it from an outsider perspective, which it's really easy to get confused about push, and we had this discussion since it's literally released. Favorite map based on aesthetics alone? Winter King's Row. I really like Winter King's Row. I think Busan has moments that are really pretty. I really like Busan Sanctuary, even though I don't love the map. I think Samoa's pretty cool too, actually. Blizzard World's really fun. It's a fun map. I haven't played Stadium Payload Race. I don't really have any thoughts. I mean, it's just aesthetically, man. Yeah. Circuit, yeah. Why doesn't Blizzard World have an Overwatch section? It's just we're the dead game, bruh. We'll never compete with World of Warcraft. I'm a big theme park guy. I really think theme parks, when they're done well, are really fun. I grew up playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, so Blizzard World was always cool for me. In the Overwatch reality, Overwatch isn't a game. Oh, that seems like such a dumb statement. Why didn't I think of that? Of course, that makes sense. There'd be all sorts of corporate. Can you imagine Blizzard would get in so much trouble for making a celebrating outlaws part of, or at least suspicious political heroes. You know what I'm saying? Man, what if like, like freaking, yeah, there's so many things. There's so many things you could do with it. This is a lot more successful in that reality too, right? Exactly. Not a true Central Floridian if you don't hate. Dude, I like theme parks, and I'm a Central Floridian. I grew up going to Disney. We got Disney World passes for Christmas a couple years in a row. That was like a Christmas present, our main Christmas present. Dude, they were so cheap back then too. And dude, I liked it as a kid. I liked it. I even like Universal in small doses. I didn't live in the theme park land. That was like an hour out, so that probably helped. Favorite hero on aesthetics alone? It's hard to say, but Genji is really what got me into the game. But it's really basic. So if I were thinking of more of a hot take, let's narrow this down by role. Let's see if we can get one per role here. Ramattra has to be, right? Freaking Ramattra, based off of just aura, is insane. Ramattra is such a disappointment. I love Ramattra so much. He's such a cool character. Has to be Ramattra. Yeah, I think it's Ramattra for tank. I mean, I could praise Junker Queen and Wrecking Ball for being super cool and creative, but it's Ramattra. I mean, Genji's the easy low-hanging fruit, but something spicy. Spicy. I don't know. I don't like any of the DPS. I mean, maybe Junkrat's kind of, I don't know. There's nothing like, I don't really look at any of the DPS casts and go, wow, that's like super clever or different or creative. In terms of execution, Tracer's just amazing, but I'm thinking more of like a design thing. I'm not really thinking about like an aesthetic. I don't really care about any of the DPS aesthetic, to be honest. At least not beyond the easy ones. Kind of indifferent. There's nothing that really strikes me as like super creative or different. Indifferent. Support? Lucio's cool. I think Zen's freaking cool too. EDR is not bad, but I think I lean towards Zen Lucio maybe. Honestly, Ana is not a shout. It's kind of a weird one to describe, but like having an old woman, we're all used to the old man, but having like an old woman, you know, crusting around, and I don't know, it's different. It's different. I don't know. Hard to describe. In terms of like the story, I do like Moira's like personality and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know because I keep thinking about like the story and stuff and more like how they look. Juno and Wuyang are just basic, you know. Mercy's a little basic as well. Kiriko very basic. Yeah. Grabs Wuyang copy. DPS Doom was cool. I like DPS's Dooms are yeah, agreed. That is a good shot actually. Don't tell the Kiriko mains that. Do you think the Kiriko mains care what I have to say? They're too busy heel botting in the back and riding their skateboards. I don't give a frick what I have to say. What was the best 2CP map? Volskaya Industries, I think. Competitively, it was Volskaya Industries, almost certainly. Took me all of 2 seconds. It's definitely not Horizon. It's definitely not Paris. What were the other ones? Hanamura's just not great. No, I don't think Hanamura. And I'm thinking there's one more. What am I forgetting? Anubis, yes. Definitely not Anubis either. Anubis was great if you were defense. Anubis, everyone's positive memories are Anubis were from playing fill in the blank defensive oriented character on defense on Anubis. Anubis had super. I mean, if you freaking played Junkrat or Genji or Torb or Symmetra, you could or Zen. You just had so much fun in defense on Anubis. And then the map flip, and you're like, I'm in danger. But I think from both sides of the coin, I think Volskaya was by far the most consistent. It definitely had a lot of issues, but it was much more open. There were much more alternative. There were more alternative routes. Maybe not the craziest aesthetic. It was just like Russian War Factory, and it was cool. I mean, I don't think it was ugly. It was just, I kind of liked it, but it just was a better design map for sure. There's just more options available to you. And from somebody that used to coach 2CP at that, that was one of my first jobs with London Spitfire, was like how to break 2CP, and you know, it was way more. It was generally a little bit more consistent to approach Volskaya. Yeah, Paris is a joke. Paris was a joke. Beautiful second point, probably beautiful first point as well. But what a disaster! What a disaster! Volskaya was, I think, almost, if from our current opinions of maps in terms of like what makes a good map, Volskaya I think was by far the best. Shortest walkbacks in many situations, most alternative routes. Do you think I'll ever add Clash back? Probably not. There's a small chance, but it's like more along the lines of like, why? You already have so many game modes as it is. This is kind of the feedback that we gave over the last year or two. I think me and a bunch of other content creators, like, you know, we don't really care about new game modes, to be honest with you. Like, it's fine, but we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just focus on new maps, if anything, or new heroes. Like, I don't even, new maps just aren't that big of a deal for me anyway, and I think that goes to say for most of the community. So just make the ones that you have better and focus on stuff that I'm going to be more excited about. Like, I'm way more excited about new heroes and balance patches and like I'm like, even as a competitive guy, I just don't really care about new maps, to be honest. New casual players get more excited to hear about new game modes, but then they don't like play them. Yeah, I mean that's kind of my point. Like, they're not going to even, especially with map voting now. They're like, hey, new game mode, nobody plays it. It's too volatile, right? They don't want a volatile game mode, so it's like, because they don't know how to play it yet. So it's like, yeah. It's also super weird too, where like lower ranked players and mid ranked players get like obsessed with how do I play the game mode, when in reality the answer is just win team fights and then push the objective, whatever that objective may be. There's like this weird point where it's like really, really high level players. Like, I'm talking like top OWCS. Like, I'm not even talking about like most of, I'm saying like the top OWCS players know how to play certain game modes. Like, one of our strengths with London is we learn how to do some tricks on push, like with cart management, where we took fights and so on, to be the best, right? But low rank players like obsess with that at the expense of just like winning fights and taking map control. And yeah, it's just like, that's the danger with like new game modes. It's like people obsess over weird stuff that really, if you're not like the top tier player, it just doesn't really help all that much. King's Row is mostly fine. King's Row is like a very nice looking map with a lot of genuinely decent spots. Just has a couple of really ugly points. Second point, first choke. Capping third point, the angle options on third point are really bad. And maybe you could say the accessibility of like the very, 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 very first choke, you could open that up a tiny bit. But you don't really, there's only a couple of small tweaks there to make it like decent. You wouldn't need to like rework King's Row that much. Here's what I would do. Here's how I would fix King's Row. Whoops, I did not mean to open that. I would literally think I make 3 changes. If you limited me to 3 changes, I'll show you guys what I would do.
I got it! Streaking it.
Thank you, Sarah Lee. Any streakers in chat? Any streakers in chat? keep in mind this is I'm not like staking my reputation on this. I hope map design takes more effort than just thinking about it for 2 seconds. But the spirit of the change, I will communicate. So it's just mostly, okay, so we'll start with first point. This is not really a high rank problem, but low rank, I think, get really stuck here sometimes. I simply think they could literally just blow out a hole and just open this door. I'm not even joking. Just open the door and maybe even shrink this building a little bit and add like a little box here or something. Honestly, looking at it, I don't even think you need to widen it. Just open the door. Don't think high ground would be too easy to take then? Maybe. But is this high ground really that good for attackers? It's pretty naked. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just open the door. And then I think for this choke here, it's probably going to be something similar where, like, I think this angle is really good, but I think it takes too long to get to. I would probably just blow a hole through this wall about 10 meters closer and have a direct flank route there. And honestly, that's probably good enough. And have that kind of be more accessible with this space here, like this space. Maybe even chunk a hole in here and throw a mini health pack here. It just needs to be more visible and easier to access and feel less hard. You could also do stuff like add a bilateral staircase that goes up to here, but I don't know if you really need that. And then, I mean, there's probably other details here, but the big thing here is just that this probably should connect to here. So, like, there needs to be a pathway from here to here to make this space much more interesting to use. And it also to open up support, DPS, and tank pathing options. Because this is already really good. This is really fine. There's no problem here. But this space is kind of wasted. So if you just blew out a hole there and just made the pathing to here, because this is also pretty good, you know? And then you could argue like maybe like a small structure here, or maybe even like if you want me to really cook. What's up, dude? Congrats on the 25 months, man. Thank you for the sub. If you really want me to cook, you could even have a staircase to open up a hole here and have a staircase through the mega pathing room. So it's still pretty naked if you want to path there as a flanker, but there is an option. And it also makes it easier for defenders to be able to take more space aggressively. Because the problem with defenders is recontesting space is actually really hard because you're stuck here. Your only way to deepen is to go from the right side. So it breaks the 3-lane theory, which you have to be really careful when you break the 3-lane theory. So if you've ever retaken as a defender, how many times have you kind of come out here and then been like, well, they backed up and I'm just stuck here. And so you have to cross. It's just really awkward. So like, I think leaving high ground to be accessible is fine. Just like leave it as it is. But at least to be able to deepen this way feels like it could be really good. And then you could have all sorts of, you'd have more opportunities for environmentals as well, because there's a lot more motivation for people to take different alternate routing here. So, I mean, there's a reason why 3-lane theory is good, you know? Like, you can reinvent the wheel. I'm not good at map design, so I'm not going to try to do it. I'm just going to tell you what 3 lanes would look like. Because right now it's 2 lanes, and then it's 2 lanes again, instead of add a third, 3 lanes all the way through. Now, crucially, I don't think all 3 lanes need to be as viable. I think it's good to have some lanes are not as good as others, or some lanes are weaker than other. Map easier to attack. That's correct. That's correct. People like playing Overwatch for longer. The best games are the ones that go to overtime. The best games that go to overtime. Think about it. Think about it. How many... Oh, that was a good game. Overtime. Every time. Every time. People are more biased towards more gameplay equals better. A couple reasons why. That's our highest attacker win rate right now, so it's a spicy take. Yeah, I'm looking at things more from a higher rank perspective, mid to higher rank perspective. I don't know if that checks out with the stats.
Do you think that?
But I don't like, if the lower ranks don't use the angles, then no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying?
People are good at unpopular maps.
Maybe Brax, yeah. But the reason why I think attackers' advantage being, or defenders' advantage being a little bit weaker is not a problem is because, first off, the more game time that you spend in game, the more, it's why people play freaking MOBAs. You're just playing the game for such a large percentage. You can cut down on OT timers, which they already do that. And then also you're spending more time with your perks. The more time that you spend with your perks, the more fun it is. It's like, hey, I get to use my perks for longer. Might be possible to go too far there. Yeah, you could be right. Remember, Gavin, my philosophy is always open up more options. But if you open up more options, you can make those options worse. You know? That's my point. The reason why this is attacker advantage as well is probably also to do with how easy it is to snowball on this map because of how long the walkbacks are. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not looking at it from a statistical perspective at all, frankly. I'm looking at it from, this is how it feels. It's very easy to snowball and attack on both second and third point. If you don't get the snowball, you can get stuck. And so if it's easy to snowball, you'd ask, okay, why is it easy to snowball? If you ask, why does it feel bad to attack? Well, then I'll address that. I don't have an easy answer for why it's easy to snowball, to be honest with you. Like I said, I think it's probably due to the respawn points. But yeah. I think also one of the reasons why it's really easy to snowball is defender's advantage here is basically nil. You can't, like, it's way easier to attack this choke here. Whereas defenders have jack all, except for this longer flank through here, which is way easier to hold as defenders. I also think that this high ground here is way more favored for the person that are attacking.
W1 Midtown.
In a way, Brax, yeah. So like walkbacks, I think, are a big part of the reason why maybe you have that, but I don't really know. I'm not a wizard of this, guys. I don't know jack all about this stuff. I'm just spitballing stuff. But yeah, my point being is if you were going to open up lanes, then you can make those lanes weaker. Or you could add health packs in more useful spots for defenders. Because the thing, if you were to be like, all right, we'll open up the staircase, fine. Then throw the health pack closer to defenders. We're going to open up the staircase, then fine, slap the health pack here, you know? Or slap the health pack here, you know? Or add a freaking staircase for defenders to just go right to the high ground. That's only accessible for the defenders, or at least on the defender sides. Think about that, right? There's... To me, it's like, it's not about taking away options. It's giving, if we're going to give attackers something, we'll give defenders something too. Because my problem is not that, oh, there's an overwhelming defender's advantage necessarily. It's more the fact that there doesn't feel like there's a solution to that problem. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Does that actually matter? I don't know anything about YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you, JStory. Oh no, I got stuck. This is a spectating bug. So there's a spectating bug where you can get stuck if you go too high. It's really annoying. So I actually can't fix it. I have to just swap, I think, my spectator spot. That might fix it. No. I have to put myself in game. Control I? Really? Oh no. Okay, so it's I hit hotkey to something else. That's why. It's like POV locked. I don't know what it is, but it's overlay related, no? Or interact? Yeah. But yeah, overall map design, like, they've done an amazing job. They don't really need my feedback on it, because all the other maps that they've done have been, like, at least small improvements, you know? It's really like one of those things where it's like I find myself feeling less annoyed about certain map choices, with a few exceptions. And like it's like one of those little quiet things that you don't really think about anymore. And you're like, oh, wow, I don't hate playing Flashpoint as much as I used to. Or I don't care about, like, Gibraltar doesn't feel as miserable to retake here. Just those little things add up, you know? Worst rework you think is Circuit Havana? Probably Havana, yeah. I mean, it just, yeah. It's also those are the maps that are like would require a lot more work, but yeah. But the key thing is it's like the Bastion rework. Even if you have problems with Bastion still, it's still a net positive for sure. Attacking, defending, rotation. I'm not familiar with Ice-T's attacking and defending. No. Numbani is still tough, but Numbani I think was pretty good. Like Numbani is still pretty rough, but Numbani first point attack is like, oh my gosh, so much easier. Like Numbani, we got a big glow up. Third point's still a little tricky, and it's still very long, but wow. I actually don't hate playing that map as much. Like, it's tighter. There's way more options for attackers to approach, especially if you know how to take angles. Good to know, Gavin, because it definitely feels way better. Feels way better. Eugene City was the best one? I assume he's talking about like the non-Flashpoint reworks. Oh my gosh. IST's belief is that the most enjoyable maps asks you to swap between being the defender and the attacker after every fight. I mean, isn't that just escort? For the most part, depending on the situation? Because you cap first point, you set up and take space, or are you saying it depends on the escort and hybrid maps? Why isn't the website command not working? Has the website command worked at all? It's the stat page that we linked. You can just look up Overwatch stats and you should be able to find it. Shambali? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Shambali is cancer. Just terrible. Yeah, okay. I don't know why website command isn't working. Maybe I misspelled the command. Whatever. I mean, we're moving on from stats anyway, so. Yeah, Eichenwald is also an older map, which definitely helps out as well. Gavin, do you want to hear a fun story that a fun little anecdote that I've shared a few times, which is true? So when I was in the Overwatch League Discord back in 2022, first opportunity to give feedback to the developers. One of the first things I did was like I asked if the cap rate on hybrid maps was intentional because it's different for a lot of the different points. Eichenwald, I believe, is the fastest. I believe there's a couple of other ones that are close, but I think Eichenwald is indeed the fastest cap of all hybrids. And I was told that that is indeed, there isn't a faster cap rate. I don't remember who it was. I wouldn't obviously say their name even if I did know. But I was told that there wasn't a difference. And then I videoed the difference and then timed it. And then I never heard anything again, if that was intentional or not. So I don't know if that was intentional or if there was a miscommunication or if it's just kind of floated under the radar. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It just is basically an impossible point to recontest as opposed to King's Row or any other thing. Okay. So somebody was just misinformed then. But it is a lot faster. It is a lot faster. But yeah. Anyway. It's ironic that it has the fastest cap rate and yet has the highest defender's advantage because first, second, and third point are just awful to retake. That's a great example, Gavin. That's a great example of you actually need to help defenders more because the weakest part of the defenders is something stupid like the point capping instantly, where you can't even recontest it, right? But the rest of the game is just horrible for attackers, It's like, it's just, yeah. But yeah. I messaged Megan to see if Captain Planet would ever be down to do maybe a statistical discussion on some of the stuff behind the scenes. So she's out of town, I believe, but maybe sometime we'll get the stats guy out here officially and be able to discuss some of the stuff. Attacker's advantage. I love that from you, Gavin. That's great. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta pee, then we'll go. If you aren't CEO as well, can get everything you want. I might not be basing my life on how much I can help Philo or something. Yikes. All right, let me add. I need to add a toxic command. Hang on. Toxic doesn't work, right? I don't have it. Just in preparation. In preparation. We'll Toxoid. Oh gosh. You base your entire life. That's good, Sirly. I appreciate that. If more people did that, the world would be kind of indifferent to it, but I would be richer, so. Freaking. I wash my hands, and my hands are wet. And then I haven't lint rolled my chair in like the last day. And so there's freaking cat hair. My mom called me a fart butt, is she right? She is. You are indeed a fart butt. Or a butt fart, so to speak. Congrats on having a mother, Moby. Happy Spilo, happy parasocial life. Yeah. Hello, Coco. I think I've only played this map once, and it was just a disaster of a game. So,
select your hero.
The good news is that I have obese whale on my team. So, this one is in the bag. Spell the Millionaire. Mm-hmm.
Select hero bands.
What does Naya want to play? What does Naya play? So I don't ban. It's a very high endorsement level. That's risky to ban Moira Mercy with a high endorsement level. I don't want to be toxic, but they didn't favor to support. And I have to protect my interests. Obese will not tank GGUs. Uh-oh. I think not. No! Frickin'! No!
Arriving at Antarctic Peninsula.
Alright, my brig win rate's gonna skyrocket. Frick, man. Here we go again. Life Giver on a Mercy, okay.
Breaking me down just builds me.
I need to go. Am I full screen? I feel like I'm dropping frame. Okay, I'm not.
You haven't slept.
Yeah. Was up last night. Thinking about who we used to be.
Yeah, Antarctic is
I'll try to focus on the good parts.
something.
Hey, yeah.
Antarctic is just bad in a lot of weird ways too. There's also just like a lot of. Oh, thank you for the anonymous gifted sub, tier 3, and a tier 1 subscription from Edgemon. Thank you. Loving the brig gameplay as of recently. Thanks. Dude, there's so much wasted space with Antarctica in some maps too. It's just bad in a lot of weird ways. Yes! 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 Good. Dodged. There's just like what's the is it submersion? The one that there's just like literally like a good third of the map that nobody plays on. It's strange. I think the one with the wide open, yeah, it's an odd map. Sub-level, yeah. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Watch me get Shambali now. No, please don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Welcome to Malek.
That's fine. I needed to warm up anyway. We're gonna start off ice hot today. That doesn't make any sense. Don't do this. Holy crap. Why Shambali bad? Because I said so. Don't ask any don't ask any questions, send me money. No. I don't know why I look off to the side. It doesn't have any effect if I don't have double wave. Nope. 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 Satan. Get away, Satan.
Much better.
No, the honest missed her shots. It was more of a misplay from her. Ah! Watch this. Oh! Cassidy. Where are you, fricker? No, I miss. I suck. Moral victory. Juke. Ah! Wait, he didn't die?
Oh, that's nice.
How's the rank inflation?
Catch me if you can.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much ranks have been inflated. I'd be curious to see. Dun, dun. Well, I like these maps better. Have I played Hollywood? I think I played Hollywood once. I think I played Hollywood. Yeah, I played Hollywood once, I
Select
think.
your hero.
Dude, Cassie has a below 50% win rate in Masters, so I should type to my Cassidy, hey Cass, can you please swap and pick a real
Select
character?
heroes to ban.
You get me? Mousepad cleanliness check, it's clean. It's got like a stain on it, but I just, my other mousepads just got washed, so I've only had this one for like a week. What do you think Dan's game? It's like a coffee thing. It's like, I gotta, like, how many of you guys have a week-old mouse pad? I bet I have probably the freshest mouse pad literally in the entire chat. Bunch of frickers. The mechanics topic yet, Swallow? No, I still have the notes for it. We still will at some point. So, you know. Wait, why would you go? Who bans Mercy? Like, ooh?
You know what they say? Just go with the flow. I'm feeling right as rain.
I have a fresher mouse pad. Mine's some undetermined number of negative days old.
Huh. I don't give a frick.
What's up? Let's make the piper pay.
Alright, there you go, Brax. Good for you. Like, ooh. Well, ooh you, buddy. Windex my mouse pad.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
In with the splash. Over there. Always good to hydrate.
Oh gosh. I'm missing a lot of shots here. Don't wall me, please.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Questionable. This guy should die for this. Really didn't want to use my wave there. A little messy mechanically right now, I'm not gonna lie. No, gosh. Frick! Oh gosh, just live, just live, just live. If I can keep him up, we win. No, it's just a wrong pick! I always freaking do that. I always mess up that perk. Frick. Oh, did I feed that?
Reverse the time.
Whatever. Make sure we get it. I mean, dude, the Ana died and then they backed off, and that's all that matters. I don't give a frick using an ult to guarantee the cap. And I didn't mind losing my angle for it either, because I didn't really like my angle in the first place, sorry. She's gonna push me. Thank you. It's a little spooky with the Doom ult. I probably should have tracked that. Because with Doom ult, that allows me to be contested there. Without the Doom ult, you can't. Oh my gosh. My heart.
Try to keep up.
Excellent. Keep the payload moving.
Complete. Score.
Tell me how much you love Hanzo. Hanzo sucks, dude. Freaking hate Hanzo.
Switching sides.
Hanzo's just, I hate Hanzo. I know you love Hanzo. I don't give a frick with you.
Defenses. Select your hero.
don't know, this team's kind of folding, I'm not gonna lie. Feels like their DPS, I don't know, it feels like the entire enemy team is just invisible, to be honest with you. Tank feels like he's trying, kind of, sort of, but the DPS have been basically invisible. Genji's looks a little shaky, I don't know. Support, I haven't seen the supports do anything. I don't know, it's just a weird game. Happens.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Time to test my metal.
Hi. Yeehaw.
No.
Yeehaw.
No. No.
I'm feeling right as rain.
Just having no pirate software. Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what Gavin should do, is elaborate his opinions on the drama. Let's do that. Gavin, can you tell us all of your opinions on the spicy drama, please? Please. I really
No worries, I've got you.
Hello.
No.
5,
Sayek.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
I can't really peek this. Too much to risk. Diva. Kind of an awkward angle for me. You know what's kind of funny is like 100 damage isn't bad on a tank, even a character like Diva. It's not too shabby. I see that versus Zarya sometimes, so I'm like, I feel like my damage should be worse, but it's not. And like, she might just die for that. She might not, because we're down one, but can't really deepen my angle here. Okay, now I got it back. Oh wait, no, she's dead, so we're good. Widow just swapped, so I can peek this. Oop. There, correct perk selected. Shoot, she got it. He baited it out of me.
Enemy here.
Man, I should have backed off sooner and let her die. I was thought maybe I could greet it, but that was a good shot. I mean, honestly, I could have if I'd been a little better there. I was thinking if we can get like maybe a lucky pick there, I'll ult my Mei just to hold space, but that's alright. It could have been worse.
There's an enemy here. Cascading.
I want to cup control the space here. I just need to be careful of this crossfire here.
Enemy here.
Yeah, she cheated. She'll pay for that most likely.
What's up, everyone? You can count on me.
Oh, she snuck from main. My Ana's too far back, I think. Well, maybe. Actually, no, she's not too far back now. She's too far. She's too far back early. Because that's like we weren't able to get a lot of pressure on that choke. She could have just held high and I hold left, but now it's fine because the cart's much more further. I say. I just lost track of the tracer, and now I should go height because we're not controlling this choke here.
Heads up.
Basically, that choke was good. Ooh, dear. I'm stuck. I'm freaking dead. That's okay. Okay, that was a little bit too much of a commitment to my soldier, but that diva should die. If we can get the... I needed to rotate left and not be so close to the diva. Yes!
Out here.
How's it going?
Susu. Alright, we take those. They know I'm here, but I don't care. Now we have a bit of time. My tank goes top. I think we're gonna commit here. I think we go. My hazard created that angle for us so we could go. I'm gonna drop. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're just controlling so much more space in the air.
Come and get me.
You might.
Here comes a big one. Catch me if you can.
We can get her. She's got no. I was gonna say she has no recall, no blinks, no nothing.
I'll protect you.
I mistimed that. I think I took chip damage there, so when I skull charged higher. I thought I was playing as if I was full, but I was not.
My ultimate's ready.
I think I go top here.
Go.
And I don't think I ult myself because I like my angle a lot, but it depends on if they die me or not. Okay, this is. What the frick? They just walked into me? Wow. That wasn't even a bad ult. I don't know, man. That was crazy. I think they weren't pushing cart. I think that's why they were able to do that, because it meant that they had full 5 up top. Which means that we're gonna get a recontest. It's almost my melee, so we win. Nice. I disagree. It was a final. You literally saw what exact the Cassie Lucio Diva did. It was totally fine.
Play of the game.
The ult was not a problem. The ult was good. Alright. Leg stretching. Right back.
Ready for battle.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm starting to think y'all are just not paying attention. mean, look at this. Cass Lucy are rotating across, so now they're not allowed to push. They have to maintain this angle if they want to do anything. Diva commits boosters top. She's getting slowed by my Mei. So she should have gotten demeched there. And Cass Lucy walk into me. The only problem there is that I should have held my space instead of forcing it. My Cass just got murked by the Cass Lucy pushing across. I could have ulted myself here and then held the angle and kept my Cassie alive. But the ult was in the right spot. It's fine. I just needed to wave myself and the Cassie was behind me and yeah, whatever. It was fine. Yeah, leaving the angle on bridge to chase the Diva was dumb, yeah. Boom, doo, doo, doo. Doom, 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 doom. Probably also should have had orb on my Cass as well, because I think Mei's okay. Got tank brain rotted. Well, I mean, she was diving into me, and yeah. I could have just held the angle more aggressively on their squishies. Do a little more deathmatch while we're waiting, because it's our first couple of games.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow. I'll rinse you off.
What's up, Rashi? How are you, mate?
Vote for your mount.
Yeah, stats were good today. We had a good time. Good fun. Does your cat sit in your head? No. Oh. Dang. No Route 66. I'm not gonna complain. Doing all right? Good stuff, mate.
Select your hero. Choose hero bands.
Support's not choosing anything, so we'll just... Sure, we'll throw a Widow in there too. Why not? Yeah, Varashi, with the high weight, low rep stuff, it's probably just due to an adjustment period for you. Let me know how it goes. You should look into some isometrics. Which joints are bothering you? Which joints are bothering you? Isometrics are really good for joints.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Knees, elbows, isometrics, man. Single leg wall sits, a little bit of weight. Honestly, maybe even like, yeah, just you need to get blood flow to the area, you know, without like a lot of stress in the tendon. From what I understand, I think isometrics is pretty good for that, but might be worth looking into.
Looks like the best team in the solar system.
I got the cast of the last game.
Need a refresher?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come and get me!
Escort the hero.
Ball.
Enemy here! I'll keep you on your feet. Over
tough. Their comp is way better for the map. Zen, Cass, Ana, this freaking ball. This is gonna be a rough game. Oh, latency, latency, latency. Calm down. Okay, we're good.
Always good to hydrate.
Sorry, buddy. There's only so much healing to go around. Everybody's just freaking getting murked.
I'll protect you.
We were able to close the distance. Okay.
Count on me.
I shook the mega shoot.
Minor perk unknown.
Shoot. I messed up. Too many missed shots. Way too many missed shots. Wow. Frick. And I didn't have any help on that side either. I could have solo held if I just hit literally one shot. But our comp is just... Yeah.
Come and get me. Reverse the tide.
I really am frustrated by this ultimate. That's... Dude, why would we beat that? What the frick is my Lucio doing, dude? What is he doing? I don't even know why we're playing Lucio here. He favored an EDR, it should be 10 times better here. Oh no, my latency.
No one learns without making mistakes, right?
Alright, we sit quietly. Okay, we're good.
Try to keep up.
This game is cooked, man.
I'll protect
My Winston's 24/7 taking damage. That's okay. This game is literally just unwinnable.
I'll keep you on your feet.
Just gonna do what we did at the start. It's way too open of a map for, and if you do, you have to know what you're doing.
30 seconds.
Frick. My initial momentum carried me. Honestly, my Lucio deserves it. I don't even care anymore. EDR is better? Yeah, way better, way better. Way better.
Come and get. If we don't move now, we're dead in the water. Feeling okay? Surf's up, everyone. Catch me if you can. Think we're outnumbered.
Oh, frick.
Round 1 complete.
Does this guy even play Lucio?
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
What? Why would you play Lucio here? Why? Bizarre. Somebody must have asked for Lucio, which is a really strange choice. It's bad for the map, bad for the composition. And the guy doesn't play Lucio, so we're 0 for 3.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
To be fair, my tank wasn't exactly making it easier either. It's freaking 1 HP the entire time. We had a grand total of 1 fight where we closed the distance without losing our entire health bar. Caught a Lucio? Yeah. Well, a defensive composition makes a little bit more sense.
remember Overwatch tailing you back in the day.
I mean, yeah, you basically have to Frogger in this map if you're gonna play Lucy. You have to Frogger in this map if you're gonna play into something like that.
Try to keep up.
So, all right, we can at least get some practice, you know.
There's an enemy here.
Immediately dead.
Always good to hydrate.
Dead again. Nice. Tracer's pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie. I cheat my angle to keep her up because otherwise I think she dies. But we've lost a lot of space for that, so something needs to die. No, I messed it up. I lost space and was able to retake. Yeah, this game's cooked. Did good there towards the end, and so I just couldn't retake the space.
No big deal. We have to stop the payload.
I needed to practice that verticality tech. I need to practice the... Because I'm inconsistent with the verticality there. Let me try that and practice. Yeah. You just have to close the distance with Ondazen. You don't have to dive them, but you can't stand in the open. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we did not do a very good job of that.
Try to keep up. Their Tracer is just really good. She's really, really good. Try to keep up. You know what they say. Just go with the flow.
So if I go... Am I the, this cooldown just feels very laggy at times. Am I the only one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like I'm... Okay, I don't need to do any tech.
Come and get me.
I just have to do it from... Yeah, and then I would have been... We would have been good if I actually think we might have won that fight if I'd been here. I tossed it. You guys ever know how, like... Okay, how many of you guys ever played Casti in high latency? And it's like, dude, occasionally you like double shoot with Casti. It's like weird. I've noticed that with certain abilities that feel laggy. This is one of those abilities.
Vote for a map.
Double whip shot makes whip feel even worse.
Oh yeah, that's another laggy ability sometimes. Yeah, it seems super annoying. Certain abilities feel terrible. Just watch that YouTube video about Wuyang jumps. Not that video is irrelevant because his jump height has been increased since then.
Select your hero.
That last game is a great example, in a weird way, of like what we were talking about with the stats page. Like, I'm not sure why my EDRE went Lucio there. Maybe it's because somebody asked, but just play your strengths, man. Play your strengths. Oh, okay, when Ben's in, sure. Sure. Like, we actually want to fight. I mean, we had a defender's advantage, which definitely helped, but like, we want to fight. My Roadhog, my Genji was picked before the fight even started. My Roadhog got traded unnecessarily, and we won the fight. She was doing stuff. She was shooting people with the other, you know what I'm saying? It's fine. Just play your game. Play your game. I'm literally playing like a solid 6 inches away because my cat is right underneath my feet. I'm gonna try to inch it forward here. Hi, kitten. I don't want to run you over. Yeah, Kyber, I know what you're talking about. You see that? Like, I try to do the...
Just go with the flow.
The world needs heroes. And guess that's us.
This will help. Hello. Come and get me.
I can't get that little extra little bit of momentum off very often.
One. Objective unlocked in 30 seconds. Good to see you.
And then that times it just cancels it for some reason. Even though I only inputted it once. And then that time it doesn't. Ah. Wow, I didn't get her. Okay, I did get her.
You can.
I freaking hate Disruptor Shot, bro. They broke Disruptor Shot this update. I cannot see it. I already gave the feedback, so I think they're aware of it, but it's really broken. Remember that Nepal camera? I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, like, it's just, you see this, you can't even see the circle. It's, which means it's really disorienting to see where it's coming from. As long as I don't get slashed, I'm good. Hit a shop challenge. There you go.
Reverse the tide.
I could have maybe got him out with just wave, but I wasn't sure. I really don't want to lose momentum to somebody just overextending. I want them to commit something like that.
All systems go. Let the Kitsune guide you. Enemy here.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ride the way.
There they are.
They had their coming. This will help.
Nice. Latency, latency.
What's up, everyone?
still winnable here. Change our angle here. We can maybe catch us engage.
There's an enemy here. Enemy here.
Let's go.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Approaching the final destination.
I think we have to back off. My hazard just need to wait just a little bit.
Not for long.
Hostile spotted.
With my tracer now.
Tango in sight.
Bring in the rain!
Dodge. Enemy here. This ends now.
Reverse the tide!
Over here.
I'm on fire! Try to keep up! Cascading! Need a refresher?
Hey.
Enemy here. Disrupt. Tango in sight.
I'll rinse you off!
Enemy here.
Hostile spotted.
Bad kite. Oh, my shift canceled. Why? Oh, did I might have double tapped it. That sucks. Frick. My shift just died.
Enemy here. Hello.
Enemy here.
Oh wow, they actually stayed.
It's locked.
Pushing. Let's get in the way.
Come and get me!
Tango in sight.
For ult. Okay, he's dead. Or not.
Try to keep up!
Enemy here.
Cascading!
Fricked.
Hostile spotted. Tango in sight.
Stop their barrier.
Oh, we didn't have any ults. That's fine. That was Kitsune, Ventral, and Grav. I stopped kiting because I was like, I held. That's like we're disengaging. Like if I had ult track better there, I would have played more cautiously. But that's okay. It forced them 3 ults to isolate me, which we'll take. And now we have our spike. As long as we don't feed.
Bring in the rain!
This ends now.
Reverse the tide!
Oh, we could have gotten another trade.
They're pushing the barricade.
I should have used that sooner. I egoed. Versus a comp like that, they'll blow you up in that range. That was my bad.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
There's an enemy here!
Excavation initiation.
My bad.
Try to keep up! They're on the move! Let's get them!
I wonder if I'm rotating to the wrong side. Feels like yes.
Always good to hydrate.
I mean, it's fine. It's not bad, but was too soon. Whatever, I'm not gonna bother. Just steal the card and run. Oh, it actually went back.
60 seconds.
Yeah. There's that blink. You guys see that blink? That blink teleport? This Reaper's using that a lot.
30 seconds remaining.
I kind of want to hold this angle here, so.
This ends now.
Nice.
Last chance, guys. Stay on the robot.
Can we not push that, please?
Bring in the rain!
Nice.
Victory.
The fast EP perk, yeah. He's using it a lot. Yeah, he's got. I mean, it's pretty useful.
Play of the game.
Nice. All right.
Want some cheese? I have 3 kilos to go for shooting a girl in my chest.
Choose your map.
I took a video like up in her face. Oh, he was in the garage. It's Spider-Man. He's Halloween baby. Oh, you got him out. Water's so good and thirsty.
Okay, Kiriko is probably the most flexible support hero in the game.
Select your hero.
There's no bad maps really for Kiriko. Besides maybe, like you said, Circuit's not great. But even then, like there are worse supports, I think. If you were like really sweating. And she doesn't really have any counters either.
Heroes to ban.
So I feel like we should ban Ball if we're going to be playing Wuyang Kiriko. I'll see what my...
Goodness, look at his face.
Covered in spider webs.
What on earth? Look at him. You are a mess.
He's digging around.
He's Halloween baby.
Wrecking Ball's a good ban for my tank and my other support. Most important virtue to have and act as a Christian? I don't think you should really be focusing in a specific virtue, you know? It's not like a lifestyle, you know? It's just it just is, you know? Live like Christ and that's it. I don't think I'd prioritize any one virtue over any other. Why the Morbid? Just to protect Wuyang. Protecting Wuyang. I ban Ball and Faro when I play Kiriko. Yeah, but Kiriko's not great against Ball for sure. Like it's not a hard counter by any means, but you don't really do any damage to him, and it's hard to stay away from him. So yeah. Favorite Disney Pixar movie? Ooh, I really do like Toy Story. a lot. Toy Story 1, 2, lesser extent 3. Not as big of a fan of the 4th, but
I'll keep you on your feet.
they just have aged so well. They're just fun. They're fun, they're funny, they're heartwarming. They're just really good.
I agree.
What about you guys?
Yes. Like you, I was undeserving of his patience.
One. Hello.
Try to keep up.
Initial flashback. Station.
Ah, I need to stop jumping. I was gonna try to see if I could avoid clipping my head, but the answer is no. She's off height, huge, so we deepen.
You can count on me.
And they're in the locker, aren't they?
Over here.
We're giving up some space here. Oh, I could have killed that. I could have killed that. We lost space for point, now we lose. I could have lived that though.
원래 빵니.
Enemy here.
Over here.
Tango inside.
This game might be cooked as well.
Tango inside.
I wonder if that's even worth. I'm not really planning on doing anything aggressive, but it's just so good for his uptime, you know? Oh my gosh, he's fricked. I feel completely smothered. What? Alright.
Reverse the tide. Get along this guy. 원래 빵니.
I'm fricked.
This will help.
We lose this, but see how long we can live. Oh no.
Come to my position.
Ride the wave.
Name's Cassidy.
I don't know if Cassidy can be even better. Cassidy's more fragile than Genji, a lot more fragile.
Reverse the tide. Try to keep up.
Maybe I should have ulted myself there. Probably. It's tough.
I'm okay. I'll keep you on your feet.
Lost.
Always good to
What is my ram doing?
Town center.
Is he throwing?
Next objective.
come and get me. This will help.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Dude, he's so freaking late, dude.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Like, oh my gosh. The fight is not only over, but the point's capped.
Hostiles approach.
As Amran would say, I still have a ways to go.
We must capture this territory. Our tunnel appears. An enemy.
No way. Oh, we got beat out, I guess. No way she gets away with that. Is that on him?
I'll protect you.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Ride the wave.
They're taking our points. Get him.
Reverse the tide.
Like, what is going on with that ultimate? Like, we have a serious problem with that ultimate. I have missed more Wuyang ults in one day than I've missed on nanos in a year. I'm gonna look at that in the replay viewer afterwards.
I'll keep you on your feet.
That's just my bad. My bad.
Get me down.
Wait, Trisha killed herself.
Li Wan Kuanglan.
Holy. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. What, bro, what are you doing? What the frick was that?
Play of the game.
Yeah, we needed to get a kill with the ult, and I didn't feel the follow-up damage. I need to check the freaking replay viewer, dude.
Ready for battle.
Let's see.
Reverse the tide.
Dude.
This will help. Reverse the tide.
There's like latency with it. Look.
This will help.
So the Reaper teleports in, but the UI locks onto my queen,
Reverse the tide.
but it doubles back. There was one in Rialto, which I think this one was my fault. I think this one was my fault. It doesn't end up mattering. It's just
You
buggy.
can count on me. I'll get them this time. Riptide. Reverse the tide.
Dude, what on earth? Why is that catching on the Lucio? Look at my crosshair. I didn't mess it up. I thought I did. This is a huge problem.
Reverse the tide.
The UI is on the Winston. My crosshair is on the Winston. The Lucio is off screen almost. If I asked you who this ult would hit, I mean, is this even a question, right?
Reverse the tide.
That's crazy, man. That's annoying. Well, it's good to know it's not a me issue. It's the same one with Winston, right? It like goes to something else. I'm gonna screenshot that.
Ready for battle.
Riptide. Reverse the tide.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't understand how, like, even with ping, you know, like, my crosshair never really clearly approaches Lucio's hitbox any closer than it does Winston. Even if Lucio's hitbox is larger than it appears, it's still clearly at least as closer to the Winston, right? And if you guys remember the Circuit Royale one, maybe I can find that one. That one was even more egregious. Yeah, maybe it's a projectile. Like, yeah, it's seriously like. Wait, yeah, this Circuit Royale one is really bad. This was what, first point attack, I think. Yeah, this is it here.
Reverse the tide.
It literally goes It's like the UI. The UI is like misleading with the.
Reverse the tide.
Oh gosh.
We're outnumbered. Reverse the tide.
Like, it literally had to go through my Winston to get my Genji. Yeah. I'm gonna review that game. I honestly felt pretty lost there, which means I need to look at it.
Ready for
A couple of mistakes at the end were pretty obvious, but our comp sucked. Ram sucks. But setup is fine. More shots equals better.
unlocks in 10 seconds.
Ride the wave. You can count on me.
Oh, frick.
Vote for your map.
Just hold yourself. Yeah, freak. Yeah, it's like I can't make up its mind. It's like, well, you're like, oh, well, it pierces through teammates if your crosshair is closer to them. Then explain the Winston ult on Rialto, where my crosshair is clearly closer to Rialto, but because Lucio came in from the side, even though he was almost off camera, it still hit him first. You know? It's like favor the crosshair, except when it's not. It can't make up its mind. It has to do something with the cast time, I think.
Choose
Must be.
hands.
Roadhog Chain was horrible. Well, it's pretty bad. Hates Wordle.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Time is money, they say. And I'm not keen on wasting either.
I was napping. Did anyone read the mission brief?
What I find me?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
Come and get me.
Capture the objective.
You know what, Gusher?
Holy crap.
What's up, everyone?
Wait, she got him?
No worries, I've got you. Here comes a big one. I'm at the objective.
Guys. I'm gonna die to this. What the frick? Okay. I think we were chasing the Venture. We might just lose to that, though. That's freaking annoying. Oh, no, we faked. Oh, we got the boot. I need to hit a shot. Freaking sucks.
I'll protect you.
Wait.
I meant to do that.
Wait. Actually winnable.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
Well, if we can play it slow. I don't think we're going to. I think Genji's gonna die.
Come and get me! Got you.
Nope, 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 nope. Not today, Satan. Bro, can we not jump up the map?
Ultimate's ready. Over there. Feeling okay? Enemy here. Over there.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be here. Frick.
Over there. Let's clean off those wounds. Get a load of this guy. I tell you what, we're outnumbered. That undertow.
Fine. Hey, Anna.
Not on my watch. Catch me if you can.
What's this guy talking about?
There's an enemy here. Reverse the tide.
That sucks. This is why we don't stack ults, man. I should have just trusted myself. And we failed to roll out. No, 0 kills with a pocketed blade, dude. Dude, we didn't get a single kill. No, we got 0 kills, I'm pretty sure. Unless I miscounted. Literally 0 kills.
0 to 1.
I wasn't staged for it, that's the problem. It came from MAME. Frick!
Look at this team. We're gonna do great.
You cannot help but wonder how one of these lost
I'm just gonna do my own thing, man. Probably should just ult in my Ryan, maybe. And then blade after him. He didn't even hit anybody with the ult. I mean, I'm not blaming my Genji necessarily. Like, it is hard to play to get big value to blade there, but that's just what I'm saying. Like, it just we shouldn't have dumped that into there.
Let's clean off those wounds.
easy there, bucko. Bro, man. My bad. I buy it. Quick.
Group up with me.
Form up here.
Try to keep up.
Holy frick. That should not have worked.
You gotta teach me your tricks.
It's okay. 2 ults and a 3v5. And we hold a little bit of space.
Drowning them out. Right away. You can count on me. Group up here.
Oh, wow. Silver bullet almost got me there. He's gonna have it in a second again.
Try to keep up.
I'm gonna die. That's okay. That's an expensive death for me. We should be fine. They cheated for that dive. And so they lose.
Round 2, 1.
Why is this guy question marking? Like he's...
1.
No big deal.
What is all the typing? Wait, this is where I get to pull my stats out.
Sir Wilhelm, how do you remain brave in combat?
Overwatch hero stats. What is Freya's
Half of courage is might, my Martian friend.
win rate?
Intriguing, but I do not feel
47 point some.
particularly mighty.
Don't fret. Stand with me, and you'll have nothing to fear.
2, 1.
I'm helping.
Now or never. Anyone else feeling? This will help. Ride the wave. Here comes a big one. I've got you.
Actually, just kind of cheating this, so I'm trying to help, but I got too close. 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 Nice. Come on now.
Try to keep up. That time.
Wow, Genji lives that. That's incredible. That's a lot of missed shots from yours truly. There it is. Where Tracer is. Oh, he tried to ult that? Wow! Come on, let's make them use another ult here. Actually?
They are taking the point. Disrupt them.
No, just get out of it. Dude, what is with these guys? I don't know, man. That last ult felt a little weird. I don't really know what to do. I was like, I needed to not die.
Play of the game.
Bro, what is with these? Why are they so toxic now? This person isn't champion? What? I don't know, man. Weird. His Freya SR is? Oh. I didn't even notice. Like, bro, who cares about Hero SR? Are they just teasing? Like, that's so weird. So weird. Dude, Hero SR is so freaking weird. I'm not gonna lie. Probably do as it's the first day of the month, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, frick. I forgot. Oops. Sorry.
Also
sorry.
If you have
sorry.
I think it gives you some trial period without credit card input, so you should be able to use it for a week, probably.
Now we have Philo in here.
My bad. Are we doing it or no?
Later
There's still
on,
people
if you
yet
try it
come,
and you
so-
will be satisfied with it, you can
Right.
find on some websites like some 1 month keys that are like few euros or whatever that are cheaper than.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot about the Patreon pugs. Okay, well, looks like we'll have to get some Wuyang in on Stream is going fine. All right, looks like we're gonna actually good. We'll change stream titles really fast. And tier 3 YouTube member, Twitch sub, tier 3 sub, pugs. Okay. I'll do 1 or 2 on stream. I don't like doing pugs on stream as much because it's not, I don't engage with you guys as much. I don't like ignoring you guys, but I will let you, I'll do like 1 or 2 just for giggles, and I'll let you guys pick whatever character you want me to play. I'll play whatever. That's generally the fun way of doing it. Tracer. I'll do Tracer. I'll try. I'll try. I'll do my best.
This thing next to my name mean?
What's the thing next to your name?
GeForce, I think.
It means.
Oh.
What thing?
Yeah, it's NVIDIA. Yeah, you're on GeForce.
Guys, shoot, we missed the opportunity. We could have gaslit them and pretend we didn't see it.
Oh,
see what?
Yeah, you're right.
Shut the frick up.
I gotta go put contacts.
Hey,
now.
who?
Can't see shit.
I don't know who that was talking just then.
Oh, Mr. Funny Guy, not using the bald server tag. I don't hear what you say anymore. Actually, there's not a single one of you use the bald server tag. Where's your patronage, guys? Come on, man.
I have longer than yours, man. Chill out.
If I'm gonna have to suffer for the meme, at least use it, you know? Don't make me only like
my father is bald. I would be
Put 'em
insecure if
bald.
I would use that. So
I see. Okay.
I wanted something cooler, you know. Than
When it's something you don't like bald. That's so cool.
I like hair.
Yeah. Not my father. We still have hair here. Not except for you, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my facial hair is growing so fast that I decided to stop shaving and just trim it.
Really?
Because it's more efficient. Yeah,
Nice.
it grows so fast. Like 2 days, and I have to like go crazy with it.
You guys want to hear a
Like,
funny
So I
story?
decided to trim it.
I shaved
for it.
once a month for like 14 years of my life. Not even joking.
I mean, yeah.
I shave once a week nowadays.
I'm getting all of my hair lasered off in Korea.
To keep your level of like
That's good to know.
cleanness of the face, I would need to be every 2 days, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hair heads.
Kiev is going bald.
me? No, like I'm
Representation?
like literally everything from like the neck down. I'm having laser off because it's so cheap here.
You say you're gonna lose your mustache?
Wait, it's
no
that
beard
cheap
for
in
you.
Korea?
Yeah.
I'm moving. That's it. Time to learn Korean.
I'm
I
already
paid-
learning Korean, so.
I paid $300 for all
What?
sessions for like
You're
the
lose-
whole body.
That's
Free the paradise.
That's
That would be
insane.
like $10,000 in America.
I was gonna say I don't know what that would. What
Well,
that means,
unless
really.
unless you have the pit master like I do, then you're fine.
Oh, wow.
The fuck is dark?
The pit master, the groin master, the toe master, the butt master, the back master,
You know what?
the upper
Maybe-
shoulders master, the neck master, the belly master. There's a lot. I have a lot of machinery. There's a lot of machinery. The chest master.
Is this what our
The ear
patron money
master.
goes to?
The ear master. Yeah, that's a good one. That's
Yeah,
that
our
one's
patron money
underrated.
goes to making Spylo
and
hairless.
the nose master. The nose master. That's probably my favorite one. It's actually it's great. It'll rethink your opinion on nose hair removal in the 21st century. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just completely revolutionized. Yeah.
Why do you remove nose hair?
That's a great question, actually. My grandfather probably
glad
could
you
braid
asked.
his. So.
Oh wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of our favorite activities as children.
No.
What? Had excessive nose hair?
Okay. I'm gonna pretend to be Ice-T here. Wait, no, Ice is undeafened. Never mind. Ice, say the thing.
I just came back, but which is not fair. And I had no
Moving down.
Team 2.
All right.
Team 2.
Right,
Team 2.
I'm on 200 ping and 3 hours of sleep. Good luck, everyone.
All right, what am I playing? What am I playing? What am I playing, guys? I will play anything except Roadhog because it's BM. I'm out of water. Frick.
Wait, who drop?
Winston. Winston. 2 votes for Winston. Winston? Man. I haven't played Winston in a while.
The ping part's normal. The 3 hours of sleep part is not normal.
Alright, let's see if I can. Damn it. No, yeah. I don't wanna... I'm gonna watch my goat hit them Kira.
Excuse me?
Stono Walled.
I'm muted. Okay.
No one was talking to you, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Enjoy your server mute.
Attackers incoming.
I will.
Bastion? Are you freaking kidding me? Why is there a Bastion mirror? Malga? Ay. May. You guys are so freaking weird.
Which bastion is better, the sandcastle or the Lego? The Lego.
My cat's freaking. Can we get some comms going here? Comms? Any comms in chat?
No.
I'm super calm.
No, calm.
Oh, you're the
calm.
Why don't you say something instead of
I don't have anything to say. You should have something to say.
Well,
like,
neither do
thank
we.
you.
Lucia won. Lucia won.
Idiot.
Help. Who's not on me?
Drop wall! Drop wall! Thank you. Good ult.
Thank you. I forced ice block. That'll be definitely relevant.
Force wall, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
They're rotating far. I think Anna's lagging. I think we can move the cat. Or no, Bastion's lagging. Oh, no, I jumped into a tree. That's okay. They fell back. They fell back. Watch out for Blizzard. Watch out for Blizzard. No ice
Guys,
block.
can we get a Blizzard going?
Frick me, man. Trancing the voices. I just can't do this with you.
I might be dead.
You are indeed
Probably dead.
Wait, can we get the smash attack?
I mean, we can, but
do we touch
gonna do us much good? Not really.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's just a quick reset. Quick reset. Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, quick reset, I say. Yeah. Because you're dead either way, you know? Alright, listen, they're gonna have nano, sound barrier, cage fight. Unless they nanoed. No, they nanoed, so never mind. Beat cage fight. I have primal. I will try to avoid cage fight, but no guarantees. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. He's by himself. We can kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah, just kill him. He's completely by himself.
Still by himself.
He's still by himself. I'm okay. Nice. I'm jumping deep.
He has no cooldowns.
Lucio in point.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Lucio won. I'm probably dead here. Yeah.
I'm going on the boss.
Yeah, he's up. Bastion alone up top. He's dropped. Okay.
Missed the headshot. Get fricked. Enjoy your ult charge. Courtesy of me. I sold my primal. They beat, don't forget.
After Mauga uses shift, I'm gonna use my...
No sleep. I messed up my jump.
GG.
Do they have beat?
Wait.
Yeah.
Idiot.
What am I? Huh?
Nice ult. Nice ult.
This is why does chicken question? Never mind.
Wait, somebody who's behind Soul? Who's behind?
It's me.
Where?
In the back. I have not forced ice block yet. I have forced ice block and no wall.
I'm just gonna eat the freeze.
Very isolated right now.
Let's go. Just live, and we retake space. That's fine. I'm taking top left with Ana.
Just run away.
Oh, they're gonna push me up top. Get ready.
Getting ready.
Bastion's. I think he killed himself off of a reflect off of my bubble and from his own bullet.
Maga low.
Oh my god. Wait, chain lightning.
Nice, thank you.
They're on Freya now.
Who?
I still have primal. The May.
Of course.
Riley.
See, Riley. Okay. Time to play indoors now.
Oh, I kind of fumbled it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost done. Nice shot.
That's no sleep.
I got Bastion. Oh, I shorted up that. What am I doing?
I have no cooldowns, I'm dead. I'm still. Yeah. Maugon card. No E.
Oh frick! No. That was Nano and I got 2 ults.
Maugon.
Nice, just protect your Zen and we should be fine. Lucius might be coming for you, Kiev. Or maybe not. Lord of Primal. Yo, it's dumping rain. Still Winston on the attack, guys? Still Winston on the attack?
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Yes, please? Okay. Nice.
Who's he talking about? Oh.
McCray. Yeah.
Typical Not in voice. I didn't even realize he was on our team.
Yeah.
Because he's not in voice.
He's the weak and silent type.
A better world
Yeah.
is possible today.
He's in patient 3.6.
As does failure.
Yeah, he's just like in the wrong channel. Like just.
Weather report. Lots of sun.
Yeah, that tracks.
My latency is exploding. I'm currently on, what was that, 500 latency, guys. This might be, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, GG.
GG.
No, you win these. You win these.
I'm now 500. Okay, it's going higher. I'm now roboting.
It's in fact over.
Can we get to 1,000?
We got this, guys. 400 latency.
Hey, you don't have to aim on Winston anyway.
That's copy. And you know that.
Echo.
Echo.
I'm guessing necessarily Echo.
Wait,
I'm gonna die in spawn, I think. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
You have no bastion.
And I got 0 healing there. What the fuck happened, guys?
Oh boy.
Where's my Wuyang AFK?
It's over.
He's in the different channel, that's why.
And that's why I was getting no healing. Oh, that's okay.
I might be okay.
They are reload,
I'm okay.
They are reload still there on the pink hut.
No, we can't yet.
They are half. They are low.
Sending a bomb up. Never mind.
I got pylon.
Nice.
I got Diana. Can you help your May a little bit?
Got the bastion. I need to chill for a second though. Thank you. I'm shooting the Mauga. Mauga can die. Mauga can die. Or
They're
not.
all low.
Don't chase.
I got pylon.
That's sleeping, Nate.
I'm okay.
Bro.
Boy.
Nice.
I'm expecting to.
Mauga low.
Nice. The 400 ping demon.
Yeah, the 400 ping gap. 400 feet under. Ah! Dang it. Anyway, I was going for it.
You cut in the middle of the screen for so
I was going for it, man. Join PC. Is this my plat game?
No, you're not on.
I'm close primal. Let's see if I can bait turret here. Well, I got primal maybe, or no.
No, man, like, okay, I don't want to be mean, but like, where's my healing? Like, on God. What the fuck, man?
Okay, we're good. If we need to ult this, we just ult this. They will push this.
No, I'm fine. They're just gonna come. It's fine.
I was way too far from you guys.
That's okay.
Moga.
No. I mean, we can just go for a trade. Yeah. Can you get out? Or are you guys just winning?
I get him.
Maybe you're winning. I think you're winning.
I cut the Moga.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help the winning with the celebration ult.
Frick. On me.
I did not get him. He dropped off the elevator, I think.
Got pylon.
Moga dying. Moga. I have no blood.
Echo maybe low.
Moga.
Your Maga's so lowish.
I hate
Bro, just
so
pop
much.
E and we are stopping.
I'm probably dead here. No, I'm okay. I'm getting the Mega here. It will not be available.
No.
You might be the greatest player.
They were literally. It was one all fire away.
Enemy
here. Not quite, but I am closer than I was.
Echo can die.
We need to focus
more. Oh my gosh, they're so low.
Oh, bad bubble.
All right.
Drop ball.
Can we push that? Can we push that Alari together?
Yeah. No uppers. No uppers.
I will stay cut.
I got her again.
Oh no. Alari won.
So low. Iliari.
I just suck the game.
I don't know. I don't understand. Every time I play Bastion, I eat every single ult in the game.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if there's a pattern there.
How did you guys leave her
I mean,
alive?
if it wins us the game, I'm fine with that. I haven't won yet though.
Spilo messed up his job.
I messed up, and we keep putting people on cart. Like look at their comp. Why are we on cart?
Yeah, I went to push top, but I got ulted.
I was pushing it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. we need one fight. We don't worry about payload. And don't miss your alt fires.
Guys, can we push cart? It's moving backward.
Is that turret already? Yeah, that's turret already.
Supporting each other. We love to see it.
I'm shooting the discorded guy.
Oh no, he's not this up here. Oh no, I did something too... That was ambitious.
Unfortunate.
Alright, that's fine.
Last fight. They used a lot though. Probably have cage.
Good job.
Nice. Can you live, Spilo?
Oh,
no.
There you go.
It's just Malga. It's literally just Malga. And nice.
Wow. Well.
Not my fault.
Dude. Okay.
Milo told me not to touch.
Frick was that? What the frick was that?
We suck. That's what it is.
Hey, so...
Classic McCray abusing broken OP heroes.
I like what the frick am I watching, dude?
This is the only honest.
I actually have to look at this on stream now. Like, how did we keep losing this same crap? Turn the monitors on!
I'm just the best echo in the world.
Dude! Okay, wait a second. I want to see what happens.
Call me
Okay, so I kill Skukong.
Fucker reborn.
By myself. I kill Sirly. By myself. I don't know why.
You by yourself. You get.
My Wuyang ults me. I hate Primal. I don't need Wuyang ult. So my McCray ults me.
Yeah,
I kill the
I think McCray
Bastion.
trolled this one a little bit.
Then Kiev dies. But I don't even know where. Okay, so whatever. Kata is fine. So I mess up on chicken. I'll take responsibility for that. McCray touches with 12 seconds left instead of, winning the fight. So McCray dies after wasting ultimate. I go to point to touch, but I missed the OT touch. I thought my butt was touching. That's my bad. So I'll take responsibility for the end there. I'll take responsibility.
Don't you have a machine for that?
No, I don't have a machine for that body part.
The butt master. Touch master.
No.
I'm just a soldier on high ground. I'm not gonna touch. It's not my job, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm blaming
more
McCray.
honest characters win.
I have never in my life.
I do think it's safe to blame this one on McCray.
I did watch McCray kill a lot of people and not heal a lot of people.
No, it's fine killing.
Most healing in that lobby.
I know. That's
He just
possible.
abusing a broken OP, 58% win rate hero.
I mean, I was
playing dealing
Malga,
damage and not healing on support. ML7 view spotted.
Oh my god. He's an awkward watcher.
This is too awkward.
I mean, that one fight
too
we were
awkward.
sitting on top, like no one
Come on,
was
guys,
high ground.
uptime. Come on.
No. Listen, I beat awkward in ranked earlier. I took one for the team. We're up. We're even.
No way.
Oh, that's
Awkward
good.
has like 100% win rate though. That's what I heard.
No,
He's got a 50 versus me. That's all I
That's
know.
Sigma.
I mean, simply impossible. Awkward has never lost a game ever.
Yeah.
When my tank don't go 2-7, I win. I gotta say
6-7.
6-7.
6-7.
I don't know. You guys lost to me on Echo. That's gotta feel pretty bad.
Honestly, yeah, it does.
That was a pretty abysmal Echo performance. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we lost.
No, I do have to ask. How did we actually win that game? That was like the most atrocious performance from our entire team.
Because I thought I will be healed.
Our win
and I
rates were
didn't
too
press
negative,
shift.
man. We like went
Yeah.
our hero
So
win rates are so negative.
We
that
underflowed.
accurate,
We
you
underflowed.
know?
Yeah, you're right.
They were like metaing too hard and they didn't actually know how to like play their heroes because they're just on like broken overpowered heroes.
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah,
positive
I see.
win rates, and we're like over there, playing real negative win rate heroes, honest heroes, honest negative win rate heroes.
I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't
I
be
don't have
complaining
Maven
if it
in
was
top
me.
10 of my playthroughs.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Alright, what tank? We'll do one more on stream. Frick, man! Can't believe we lost that. We'll do one more. No Winston, no Roadhog. No Ramattra, actually, for that matter. Ball, Hazard, Diva. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for 2 votes if we get 2 votes. Just to be fair. Doom, Doom, Doom. Okay, well, I guess that settles that.
Our future will be forged in
Everything's going according to plan.
Power means nothing if you do not put it to use.
Guys, I'm gonna punch the enemy. Arietta, are you here?
Oh, are you
Okay,
gonna
we're
punch
here, we're
me?
here. Yes,
I'm
I
here,
am.
I'm here.
Once or twice.
Can you try to do a little more?
3 or 4.
The wrong
Try to do a little more.
I've only been playing DPS recently, that's why my split's not washed.
They're ball, UDR. Frick. Oh. Frick, it's okay. I hit 1 punch. I'm already off to a good start. I'm on pace to hit like 9 or 10 punches. Frick, how did that not hit? Pylon right here. Frick. No. Oh, I'm lagging. I can't move. Hold on.
Fly one.
Nice. Just...
I was warming up with Tom earlier, and we were during. I was playing Reaper.
Got punch. Just rotate the point slowly.
Oh, nice. Oh. Nice.
Sleep.
Close, Violet.
Thank you.
I don't know if anyone wants it. I ain't playing for it. Probably not a blade, I guess.
I kinda trolled! My bad. That's my bad.
Don't nano me onto anything.
Alright.
I mean, if you want, I'll make my
Oh, I could
what I
have
can
been
do with it.
Well, don't sit there and say don't nano me and we lose the fight with Nanoblade active. I mean, we can still win this game, you know, or fight this fight.
Blading on ping is hard. I don't want that
I don't give a frick.
responsibility.
I don't care about you.
Give it to the damn
You'd rather
person.
lose and take responsibility. I understand. That's fine.
Fine, I mean, I can get a beat this now.
Yep, like right now if you can. That's
I see,
right.
though. I'm slipping with
It's
that.
gotta be.
Oh yeah, he does that.
Oh, what do you mean he does that? I took all the space, all the CDs, and you guys sit there and watch. Oh no, I'm lagging. Frick. It's my punishment for complaining.
Join me on the objective.
Ball one.
Just gotta reset. Reset, full reset. I'm lagging like crazy, holy crap. I'm literally sliding all over the place.
Wow.
I'm on 500 latency, I can't do anything with this.
Oh! 2 versus 1, I can't hit her. So what's with the internet right now?
If only we had nanobladed. I don't know.
I don't think that would have had the outcome that you think.
Literally anything better than what we had.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Still need to do it. My bad, mistake. Tracer 1.
What? We got Ball can die. Ball can actually die. He does not attack. Oh, he's one.
I hit Wuyang twice. Can't see you there. Shooting my back line. I'm just dead.
Ah, damn.
Wait, which side of the map's ours? I think we were on their side of the map there, weren't we? Whoops.
Don't let them capture the objective.
Meteor strike.
Frick. Oh. I honestly don't think we can even try here. Our sportsman's fun. We should just give.
Palace lost. Next, flashpoint.
This is your warning. It is point.
I have 2 no regs on Tracer.
Wow, I played that poorly.
No, I missed my nade.
I haven't been managing my bash as well. I'm too used to Stadium Brig.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Almost had Nanoblade, guys.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We're a little bit staggered. They got ults.
Meteor strike.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a wash. Good try.
I'm not.
Oh, sorry, it's alright. It's not bad too. Alright, GG's, so we'll probably have to call stream there. I'm gonna actually focus on what I'm doing with the pugs. Like a 1985 Bears game. That's actually okay. I respect that. I respect that. That's a pretty good shout out. Alright, GG's. I'll see you guys later. We'll be back on Tuesday. I don't really know what the plan is on Tuesday, but I'll let you guys know.